Where you at? Yeah. Yo! What's up, baby? What's up, baby? Tonight's the night, right?
Yo, you ready for this?
Tonight's the night.
You ready for this, bro?
You made the call and my boys
Me and
here.
you, we're gonna do this?
Like old days, baby.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Get the fuck out.
There's one.
This is tonight, me and you,
Tonight's
everybody, bro, everybody. We got them all, bro. Yo, wait a second. That's stupid. Right,
Old days, baby.
that's it, baby. Right here, right here, right here. Let's get him, Luke. Ring of honor, here we come, right? Here we come.
Let me try a new submission.
You try no submission?
No. Come on, bro. Just let me do it. No. Bro, I just thought of it. It's freaking phenomenal.
No, I don't want you to try no submission. I'm quiet.
The crowd will pop, trust me. They'll freaking love it.
Submission. I'm a high flyer. I don't take submissions. You got like you can tap. Nobody can tap me anyway. I'm a high flyer.
No? Come on, bro. We're partners.
Nah, no submissions for me, buddy. I'm a high flyer. Nah, never.
Huh. Okay. All right. What about it?
Biatch. It's a biatch. It's a biatch.
What's your problem, man?
It's a biatch, man. You can go, man.
What's your partner?
Oh man, Ring of Honor. We're gonna do a better job.
Look at that. What's the hit squad? That's what I'm
We're gonna do
looking
a better
for.
job than that. We're gonna go out there and do it better than them. Oh my God! Look at this! Look at this! Oh man, look at this! Ring of Honor people! Oh man! I love you. I gotta get up on. I gotta get up on. I love you, Poppy. What's up, you sexy bitches? What's up, you sexy bitches? We're here came to see Christopher Street today.
I came to see whoever's from New York. Where's New York? I love it. And just for NYC, who wants to see us kick Hit Squad ass? Yeah! Oh my God! Look at him. Ay, qué lindo. What happened to your hair?
Hey, did your girlfriend come today?
Yeah. But I'll tell you what, the Hit Squad might be the hardest hitting, but check this out, the hardest kissing.
Oh baby. Are you fucking top? I want another. No, I want another.
Show and rattles you people up but us! Yeah!
Hell fucking yeah.
Now, Christopher Street, you want to call us out? No. Just when you think you got all the answers, we change the questions. Y'all gonna remember, don't ever
niggas holding a fucking machine gun.
NYC, 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 NYC.
From Boston, New York, Jersey, everywhere. But tonight, each and every one of you sick motherfuckers are here in South Philadelphia to see Ring of Hey, Dragon, remember me? You taught me that awesome submission. Listen, I have my partner who wants to learn even better one than that one.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, bro, he wants to learn it.
Really?
You gotta teach it to him, bro. He's dying for you to teach him that.
Really?
Yeah, one of those freaky little submissions, one of those things, you know?
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, just teach it
right now?
Yeah, just come up behind him and stress the crap out of him, bro.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'd be glad to do it.
Yeah, just do it, bro. Just go.
Why you talking about submission? I'm a high flyer. He's wrong. He's a biatch.
What's your problem? I don't seem to get it, man.
Submission. Why is he gonna give me a submission? I'm a high flyer. The way I am? Nah, no. I don't think so. Submission? Why? We just stretching out. Why wants to submit me?
Hey, bro, it's wrestling. Everything goes into wrestling, man.
He's a biatch. That's what he is. A biatch.
So how you feel that way, man?
Doesn't matter to me. I don't get stressed out for nobody.
All right.
This way? Yeah, bro, this way. Look, he wants to learn it, bro. Make sure you make it extra tight, you know.
Okay,
strong style.
Yeah,
strong
I'll really
style,
cinch
bro.
it up on
you know, the Japanese style, 0-1 style, bro. Strong style. Yeah, you know.
Storm. This guy is crazy to submit me. What's wrong with him? This guy's bugging out, bro. What's wrong?
I gotta go get something. I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
Oh, yeah, you're a biatch. You acting like a biatch.
That's my partner who wants to learn
Where
the
you
submission.
going?
This guy, this is great. See, this is actually a version of the normal stretch. And your hand, and then you guys are crossways there. Crossways like that. And then a little bit deeper there.
For not having a homicide around, he's over there in Japan.
Hey, but he's representing it. What you got tonight?
I don't got nothing. He ain't here, so they ain't booking me for nothing.
Ain't it weird not having him around, man?
Yeah, it's funny.
What's up?
Hey, boogaloo. You ready, boy?
Ready for what?
It's coming, boy. Get ready. It's coming at you. You'll see.
What the hell's he talking about? What, you got beef with DeVito? I don't know nothing. Did I miss something? What the hell's he doing here?
Now listen, first I want to introduce, we brought him down from Harrisburg, we got a special deputy referee because we thought we were going to have problems, but that's been resolved. I mean, special deputy, Joe McDermott, let's make him welcome. Give him a nice round of applause. That's enough, you wanted to pay it. All right, now gentlemen, the reason why I got you all together tonight, it's very special tonight because all the big bosses from Harrisburg, from the state will be here tonight, including Chuck McNerritt, Ron Greenlee. Sir don't have to come because his boss is going to be here. That's Ron Greenlee, who you'll meet later. He's the State Athletic Commission Chairman, all right? Now, gentlemen, again, I don't have to tell you what to do. You got a good quality wrestler in the person of Eddie Guerrero. Let's give him a nice round of applause. And you know what's sad about tonight? This is going to be his last night here. Now he's going big time again. Where you going, WFA? attention, get that shit off your ears. All right? Good. Take a walk. All right. I'm serious. Shut up. All right, listen. Do me a favor, gentlemen. Do what you always do, because proof of the pudding is you got another full house. You guys put on a great show and continue to do so. But tonight, when you do me something extra, I want you to go another 110%, not for me.
Yeah.
But for a good guy that's leaving us, Eddie Guerrero, all right?
Yeah!
That's right, Donnie B. You can see ring announcer Stephen DeAngelis in the ring. Referee Mike Keeter in the ring. All we need now is a few participants. And wait a second. We've got them. The Hit Squad have hit the ring. The Hit Squad is in full effect in the middle of the ring, and they've got something to say. Listen to these people. You better take off, DeAngelis. Uh-oh.
Yeah, sucks to you.
Why you put the glasses on? Smart move, DeAngelis.
He knows what's the deal. He knows that when the Hit Squad's in the ring, it's all business. Mom, tell them what we're here for tonight.
Well, they may be fags, but I hope they're not stupid and come to the ring, because the Hit Squad has wiped the map of 4 of them.
Christopher Street! Come on down, boys!
I'll tell you what, Steve, stupid and gay is no way to go through life. Let's hope that Christopher Street Connection has learned from the past and hopefully do not get their asses kicked as bad as they have in the past. But by the sounds of the music, they're not only gay, but freaking stupid too, because the Hit Squad, they're gonna kill these guys. I've seen the beatings in the past the Hit Squad have put on the Christopher Street Connection, and let's just say it was worse than Ike and Tina. The Hit Squad do not get paid by the hour. They are fully fueled and ready to go, and the Christopher Street Connection have got to have a few screws loose, no pun intended, if they want to get in the ring with the Hit Squad tonight. Unbelievable. We're not saying that the Christopher Street Connection are not good pro wrestlers. We're just saying that their brains may be working, half-assed right now, because the Hit Squad have been running through tag teams here in Ring of Honor, and it's going to be unbelievable. The Christopher Street Connection has been going around publicly saying that they will get revenge on the Hit Squad for what the Hit Squad has done for them in the past. I'll tell you what, I have yet to see it. The Hit Squad will not wait. The minute they get their hands on the Christopher Street Connection, it's going to be on. It's going to be right in the middle of the ring, a public execution for your eyes only. There's different ways to get revenge. Why not just sign them up for Columbia House and ruin their credit rating or something? Well, don't step in the ring with these guys. They have a plan. There's no way on earth the Christopher Street Connection would come out here without a plan to get their asses beat 3 months in a row. Well, it's going to be 3 months in a row because Mafia and Monster Mac are going nuts right now on the Christopher Street. He just slapped the Hit Squad is manhandling, maybe to their delight, the Christopher Street Connection. But Allison Danger, what is she doing here? Allison Danger was carried out of here last Squad is going to kill her. If they didn't kill her before, they're going to kill her now. I thought so. Danger announcing that we have a three-way. Nana and his servants hit the ring. Who made her the booker? But unbelievable. Prince Nana, Elax, Simply Luscious have hit the ring. I'll be honest with you, this is like two teams against one. I don't care how tough the Hit Squad is. There's no way they can battle two teams fairly. Oh, Nana just ran right into the back, followed by a rear end to the face. Simply put. And right now, I don't know what this is going to be, but it can't bode well for the Hit Squad. Oh, no. Oh, that's disgusting, Donnie B. There aren't too many things in life I can think of that are worse than that, but that sure as hell ranks up with them. I know you're the straight one of the Busey family, so I know you don't enjoy that as much as your brother does. Well, I'm not touching that one with a 10-foot whatever. Nice. Unbelievable. Oh, my goodness. He just German both of them. Elax and one of the Christopher Street Connection were just literally taken out of their shorts. And in the left-hand corner, you see Simply Luscious putting the boots to Monster Mac. I like her. I know you do. Simply Luscious is getting in a little overhead, if you ask me. She is in there right now, tangling with the Hit Squad. This is unfair. I don't care what anybody says. The Hit Squad is outnumbered and maybe even outgunned. It's 5-on-2 right now. The Christopher Street Connection. Prince Nana, Elax, and Simply Luscious are taking it to the Hit Squad. Well, if you count Allison Danger, Simply Luscious, the Christopher Street Connection, you have 4 women and 2 men with Elax and Nana. Nana just throws Elax out of the ring and chooses Simply Luscious as his partner. Simply Luscious is going to be the partner of Prince Nana. Oh, no. Oh! Seems to be a wise choice. Simply Luscious is getting the job done right now with Nana. Wait a second. Allison Danger's playing with Simply Luscious' hair. Doesn't she know Simply Luscious likes guys? Well, everything I've ever thought about Allison Danger is just proven to be true. Right there, Allison Danger. What is she doing? She's as gay as them. Allison's coming on to Luscious, and Nana has a few words for her. The Christopher Street Connection seem to be defending Allison for some strange reason. Now they have words with Nana. This is like a love quadrant right now. But the Hit Squad looking at each other, and they're going to run right through all 4 of them. Who likes who? Who's sleeping with who? Who wants to kiss who? End of discussion. Well, you can really find out at ROHWrestling.com. The Hit Squad, big double spear on Nana and the rest of his lackeys in the middle of the ring right now. Luscious is down. The Christopher Street Connection is down. And Nana is not long for this world if he goes 1 against 2 with the Hit Squad. And Nana's down. Big backdrop by one of the members of the Hit Squad. Mac right onto the back of Nana. The Christopher Street Connection. Here it comes. That's the big clothesline. To me, as if Nana has deserted Luscious. I'm not sure, Steve, but it looks to me as if Nana is actually deserting Luscious. Simply Luscious is being deserted by Prince Nana in the middle of the ring. She needs a partner. Any takers? I don't know about takers for that, but there's a taker for that big German suplex that one of the Hit Squad just dumped Christopher Street Connection right on his head. Now does Luscious know that she's going right after them? Oh my goodness! Simply Luscious was just simply destroyed in the middle of the ring with a one-arm chokeslam powerbomb by the Hit Squad. Now they are signaling that the end is near. Could the end actually, in fact, be near for Simply Luscious? Unbelievable. The ring has been emptied. It was 5-on-2, but now Simply Luscious is left in the ring all by herself. And will soon be the recipient of the Hit Squad's Burning Hammer. I have one thing to say, Simply Luscious. Oh! Goodbye. I'm going to have to see if she's okay. Once she gets back in the locker room, of course. The Hit Squad is victorious. The Burning Hammer pinfall combination and the Hit Squad has definitely proved beyond a shadow of a doubt that they mean business here in the Ring of Honor. And what's Elax doing back in the ring? What a bar on this guy is. I think Elax is simply scraping up the rest of the brains that were knocked out previously in the match by the Hit Squad. I don't know what he's thinking getting back in there. Wait, maybe Monster Max seeing if he's okay. Oh, what a nice guy this guy is. Oh, and a big clothesline. Oh, Elax table. Unbelievable here. Monster Mac up top. Here we go. Oh! That is over 300 pounds of ass right on the chest of Eli, breaking that table. And the Hit Squad reigns supreme here at Ring of Honor. Ladies and gentlemen, what you just saw was the total annihilation and destruction of anything that got in the path of the Hit Squad. Let me tell you this, in order to stop the Hit Squad, you better bring a long bag of lunch, because it's going to be an all-day affair. Trying to stop them is like trying to stop Godzilla with a BB gun. That's right, this is the hardest hitting tag team on the planet. Month in and month out, they have been proving it, and the fans here at Ring of Honor are showing the support for Monster Mac and Mafia, the Hit Squad.
Tonight, Ring of Honor, the third show. Me, Tony Mama Luke, 1 on 2 in a row, Jay. You've lost 2 in a row. You know, damn, I'm getting sick and tired of you always making fun of me. You've not even had a match yet. Or you just come down to the ring, you watch me wrestle, and then you go to the back. You don't do nothing. You don't even wrestle in this thing. Just shut up.
From Little Italy, Tony
Don't lose again now, Jay.
Well, right now we are set for what should be an amazing contest as Tony Mamaluke, formerly of the FBI, is set to square off with Jay Briscoe. Steve, I gotta tell you right now, looking on paper at tonight's contest, this was one of the matches I was looking most forward to. I think both of these men have a whole hell of a lot to prove. Jay Briscoe has yet to win here in the Ring of Honor. Tony Mamaluke, a lot of people don't realize how underestimated he is in this wrestling sport. I tell you what, this is going to be a hell of a match.
That's right, Jay Briscoe 0-2 here in Ring of Honor. And as you saw, Mark Briscoe, his own brother, said, Jay, don't lose again. Mark Briscoe has been all over his brother Jay for 2 months now, saying, hey man, can't you get the job done? When are you going to win? Unbelievable action. Jay Briscoe has a lot of pressure going on right now. The man does not want to become 0-3. He wants his brother off his back, and both of Jay Briscoe's parents are in attendance tonight here in South Philadelphia.
Well, what's also in attendance, and it's not going to make James Maritato any happier, is that outfit that Tony Mamaluke is wearing. This is the Ring of Honor. No gimmicks, no gaga, no buffoonery, but yet Tony Mamaluke has chosen to wear the former colors of the FBI in the middle of the ring. Let me tell you, Steve, that can't make James Maritato too happy. James has stated clearly, this is the Ring of Honor, no chicanery, it's all a shoot in the middle of that ring. This is where stiff work is what it's all about, and for some odd reason, Tony Mamaluke has chosen to disregard that command by the former leader of the FBI, James Maritato. And I tell you what, I wouldn't want to be Mamaluke when James Maritato hears about this.
And Tony Mamaluke not only is using the mannerisms and the tights of the FBI, but also used the music. James Maritato went on record and said that the full-blooded Italians is dead. The gimmick is dead. James Maritato lives. The same guy that went to UWFI in Japan lives. And he wants Tony Mamaluke to do the same. He wants him to get over on wrestling ability, not the ability for the fans to go, where's my pizza? They want to be known as real wrestlers, but Tony Mamaluke defied James Maritato and came out to the FBI music.
Well, right now, what's been going on in the match at Best
Steve was explaining all that, Mama Luke has sustained control of that headlock on Jay Briscoe. He's been through 3 or 4 reversals, and every time has gone right back to the headlock. Right now, a standing front reverse arm bar. Nice reverse by Briscoe, who turns around to a full Nelson, back into the reverse arm lock, and now on top of control, front mount position on Tony Mama Luke. Briscoe in total control.
And Mark still all over Jay. This is unbelievable. It's kind of a sibling rivalry of sorts. Maybe Mark is just trying to pump up Jay to get a big win here. But I'll tell you what, Jay Briscoe, one of the best young up-and-coming talents here, Ring of Honor. And whether he wins or loses, Jay Briscoe is a force to be reckoned with.
Well, he's definitely a force to be reckoned with. And right now, Mama Luke is reckoning with the fact that he just got hip tossed left and right, all about in the middle of that ring. Mama Luke with a nice roll through, duck under the clothesline, met with a back wheel spin kick by Jay Briscoe, and Mama Luke is down. Briscoe looking to score a pinfall soon.
While I have a second here, Donnie B, Ring of Honor has a goal to present wrestling as a sport, not sports entertainment. And in order to achieve this goal, Ring of Honor will be based around a code of honor. These are 5 laws of honor that are intended to promote sportsmanship, respect, and honor inside the wrestling ring. As you're seeing Jay Briscoe with a snap suplex. These laws of honor will allow Ring of Honor competitors to produce the most athletic matches possible. These are the sacred rules that will define Ring of Honor's product. And the laws of honor are: 1. Competitors must shake hands before and after the match. A Fujiwara armbar there by Tony Mama Luke. Number 2, no interfering in matches or having others interfere on your behalf. No harming a referee or causing anybody to harm an official. Meaning, the wrestlers are wrestlers, the referees are referees. Everybody's got a job to do. Number 4, no sneak attacks. This ain't sports entertainment, Donnie B. This is pro wrestling. And 5, any violation in the ring that results in a disqualification is going to get you major heat with the Bulls.
It's amazing that you did all that, Steve, and didn't even take a breath. But I'll tell you what, 2 guys that aren't taking a breath are Tony Mama Luke and Jay Briscoe. Right now, I have not seen a match move at this pace in quite some time. Tony Mama Luke is all over Jay Briscoe like jelly on toast. This young man is all over Briscoe, not giving him an opportunity to rest at all, and he keeps going back to the left arm, softening it up. A lot of people don't know this, but Tony Mama Luke, well versed in the art of submission wrestling. You don't hang around a man like James Maritano for 3 or 4 years and not pick up a thing or 2 about shoot fighting.
And when you talk about Tony Mama Luke, you look at him, you see somebody 5'9", 150 pounds. But Donnie B, did you know what occupation Tony Mama Luke had before entering the world of professional wrestling?
No, I do not.
Tony Mama Luke was a bouncer at the most dangerous nightclub in Atlanta, Georgia. And sources have told me that Tony Mama Luke had not only been beat, he has never been whipped, he's never even taken a shot to the face. Tony Mama Luke is a legit fighter. He can take down a man 3 times his size. And Tony Mama Luke is a force to be reckoned with.
Well, don't forget, another force to be reckoned with is some of the new rule changes we have in the Ring of Honor. Ring of Honor has made 2 distinct changes that will separate their product from everything else out there. In tag team matches, a tag is only legal if the man on the outside is actually grabbing the tag rope. Remember our old friend, the tag rope? That's right. It has reappeared here in the Ring of Honor, and it's about time. That's all I can say. That rope will be attached to every corner. This rule, however, does not apply to lucha-style tag team contests. And the other rule change, the Ring of Honor has eliminated the 10-count referees make when the combatants are fighting outside the ring. I personally always hated that rule anyway.
That's right. The resilience of Tony Mama Luke, he went 3 times up to try to superplex Jay Briscoe, but Jay Briscoe just dropped Mama Luke on his head. He's got to roll over, he's got to pin. Get on him, hit him, brother. Come on.
Right now, Mark Briscoe rearing his ugly head, and I mean that literally, under the bottom rope, yelling instruction to his equally ugly brother Jay in the middle of the ring. Both of these men are giving it their all here in the Ring of Honor. Tony Mama Luke is not backing down. However ugly the man may be, he is just as tough. I tell you this, these young kids at only 17 and 18-year-old have a vast future ahead of them here in the sports entertainment industry. More distinctly, they are going to be top competitors for years to come in the Ring of Honor.
Granted, Donnie B, that the Briscoe brothers are the reasons that pro wrestlers wore masks, but the Briscoe brothers, whether they're ugly, whether they're pretty, it doesn't matter. These guys came to fight. These guys have their parents in the audience cheering them on. Jay Briscoe wants to win here. Fujiwara armbar, roll through, goes to go behind. By Mama Luke, keep into the rope.
Into the rope. Jay Briscoe is able to hold on to the middle rope.
this matchup. Going for a backslide. Briscoe rolls through. Wait a second. Into a bottom. Wait a second. The J-Driller. The J-Driller. He got it. He got him. They ought to rename that to J-Killer because I think Mama Luke is dead. They got him. Losing streak has been snapped. Jay Briscoe, his first win here. Mark Briscoe's got to be happy. The Briscoe parents got to be. Wait a second. He's not happy. Why isn't he happy? It doesn't look like Mark Briscoe cares at all. Tony Mamaluke is going to be sleeping with the fishes tonight, and Mark Briscoe looks like he could care less. Mark Briscoe seems upset that his brother just defeated a multi-time former World Tag Team Champion in the name of Tony Mamaluke in the middle of the ring. I'm proud of Jay Briscoe. This 18-year-old kid has a bright future here in Ring of Honor. Unbelievable action. He defeated Tony Mamaluke. Mark Briscoe's got to be proud. We know the Briscoe parents are very proud. Whoa. They shook hands, but Mamaluke said something. They did respect the code of honor there, Steve, but as you just saw, Tony Mamaluke hightailed out of the ring, maybe trying to come up with an explanation as to why he was dressed the way he was and came out to the music that he did. And we'll be right back. Joey Matthews and Christian York take on Divine Storm.
Just enjoy. Good job, Mark. Mark, leave him alone. Leave him alone. Stop ragging on him. Enough's enough. You won the match. Just enjoy. Good job, Mark. Good job. Good job. Good job. Mark. Leave him alone.
Oh, what the hell are you doing out there?
What do you mean, what am I doing?
What am I doing? I told you, bro. This is the Ring of Honor. Drop the comedy crap. Let's show these people the real deal, who we really are. Drop the comedy act.
I think you're the only comedy act around here. At least I know who I am.
I don't know if you do know who you are, but if you want to keep the comedy stuff going, you could do it. But you do it without me.
Last time at Ring of Honor, C.W. Anderson came in. He ran his mouth. He got shut down by York and Matthews. This time, it's cloudy. There's a storm a brewing, a quiet storm. It's Divine and Storm. York and Matthews back in Ring of Honor.
See, that's a different situation, same results. Now York and Matthews are going to be in full effect.
This match is a tag team match. Let's go to the ring. Black, white, and silver.
Talk about tag team warfare at its best. We are getting ready for a slobber knocker of extreme proportions. Joey Matthews and Christian York are ready to square off with Divine Storm, and I'll tell you what, this is one of the matches I was looking most forward to.
Oh, exactly. The team of Joey Matthews and Christian York have been together for almost 6 years now. As you saw the month before here at Ring of Honor, Christian York and Joey Matthews are already 1-0, defeating the team of Elax and C.W. Anderson, so they know going in. Divine Storm, two of the hottest young athletes here in Ring of Honor. They want to capitalize on their hot streak right now. They want to keep it going. This man right here, Quiet Storm, one of the most underrated wrestlers in professional wrestling right here. This kid is all business. This kid is one of the best already.
So Matthews and Storm right now about to square off and get this thing started. I'll tell you what, normally you'd say the edge goes to York and Matthews, but this is the Ring of Honor, and on any given night, anybody can beat anybody in the Ring of Honor. That's how evenly all these guys are matched.
Exactly. Even though York and Matthews have 6 years together, I'm calling this match Briscoe. Divine Storm, a great tag team, both students of Mikey Whipwreck, former ECW World Heavyweight Champion. Joey Matthews, Christian York, been together 6 years. I mean, this is totally even. And as you see, Divine Storm is being seconded by Brian XL. Though Brian XL is not a member of Mikey Whipwreck's camp.
Indeed, he's not. And right there, you see Joey Matthews starting out of the gate very fast. 2 drop downs, 1 reversal. They traded reversals in the opening moments. Now Quiet Storm taking it to the mat. A nice arm drive by Christian. Divine Storm, nice shot in the stomach, brings him over in a side headlock. Nice, beautiful bridge by Joey. A quick 2 count down. I tell you what, he almost had him. It was almost as quick as that. 2 men standing in the middle of the ring right now. They're about to square off once again. And I tell you, this match is as even gets.
That's right, Quiet Storm. I mean, he may not say much, but this guy's actions speak with the world. Oh, right hand by Joey Matthews.
Skillet leg overhand right by Joey Matthews, right to the mug of Quiet Storm. And he's got a handful of hair right now. Beautiful, beautiful fist by Joey. I'll tell you what, Ring of Honor, you know, some people might argue it. They might say that a closed fist is illegal, but I'll tell you what, it's all fair and love and war. Right there, a nice drop kick off the top rope by Christian York has Quiet Storm down for a 2 count. Keener, make sure everybody in the ring
knows what they're doing. That's right, Mike Keener, John Finnegan, 2 of the greatest referees in the history of professional wrestling here at Ring of Honor. As you saw there, did you see the blind tag that Christian York and Joey Matthews made?
That's the experience. These two know each other like brothers inside and out. A nice twisting head scissors there by Divine Storm. One of the members of Divine Storm, I'll tell you what, Quiet Storm is lighting up in there. 2 nice drop kicks. Christian York down on the mat. He is a little dazed and confused right now as Quiet Storm cranks in that arm bar and tags in Divine.
And that's right. You know the key to tag team wrestling is when you're a tag team wrestler and you guys are partners, you guys have to train together. You guys have to ride together. That's what Joey Matthews and Christian York do. And that's what the team of Chris Divine and Quiet Storm do. They also drive and they also train with Brian XL, and that's why he's in their corner.
Well, right now, right into the ropes, a nice wheelbarrow. Look, we're going for that wheelbarrow suplex. Christian York miscalculated that one a little bit, and it looks like Chris Divine, he's got an upper hand right now. He's got Christian in the corner, stomping away on him, looking for the whip in. Christian reverses it right into the corner. Chris Divine up and over. Looks like he almost got caught. He's going for the same thing. And Christian York, oh, he caught him on that one. Reverses the inside. Beautiful head snap slam right to the middle of the ring. And this is that inverted Boston Crab that I've seen Christian use on quite a few occasions. Usually hooks into the pendulum, and there it is. Christian York with a beautifully applied pendulum swing right on Chris Divine, right there in the middle of the ring.
And look at how many different points of the body that's going to hurt. Quiet Storm comes in with a hard forearm. I mean, you look at the team of Divine Storm, the SAT, Brian XL. I mean, they all train together. They all ride together. They all pretty much live together. But as we've seen on the last 2 Ring of Honor shows, these guys are always trying to one-up each other. And you know what? That may lead to the downfall of these guys. That may lead to the downfall of teams like the SAT and Divine Storm. But right now, Quiet Storm, Chris Divine working very well together, and they have Christian York down.
Well, you were talking downfall right there a few seconds ago. We saw the downfall in the form of a spine buster. Right now, Christian York is getting double teamed, and he needs a tag desperately into the ropes. Christian York, nice boot to the midsection by Chris Divine. Quiet Storm with a nice Uranagi into a drop kick right there. Christian York looks like he's had enough, but he was able to kick out at 2. That shows me he's still got some gas left in the tank.
And it shows that Christian York has a little more experience than Quiet Storm. Quiet Storm should have hooked the leg. We're about 4 minutes into this match. When the fatigue starts weighing in a little bit, you got to start hooking the leg because we don't get paid by the hour here, Ring of Honor. You need to pin your opponent. Get it done now. Get out of there before you get injured. I mean, this ain't ballet. This is hard-hitting professional wrestling. If you can get the job done in a minute, do it.
These two working like a well-oiled machine right there. Chris Divine with a nice overhead splash right onto the body of Christian York. The prone body, I might add, in the corner. And Quiet Storm taking a little too much time, and that's where he paid for it. Right there, a nice launch off the back of Chris Divine with a nice flying lariat right on Chris Divine. Christian York is a house of fire right now. Divine, nice reversal into the ropes, and Christian York right through the middle.
York just
did the outside. Christian York outside the ring right now, a little bit dazed and confused. Chris Divine just sent him right through the middle of the ropes. And I'll tell you what, the team of Matthews and York is a little bit dazed, a little bit confused.
Mike Keener's trying to push. Wait a second, what's he doing?
Brian XL! Brian XL just interfered with a nice dive over the top rope, and he hit square. He hit him hard on the middle of the floor.
Donnie B, wait a second. Quiet Storm is not happy. Chris Divine is not happy. But Brian XL he's just is law of honor. No interfering or matching or having others interfere on your behalf. Well, as much as you want to win a match here in the Ring of Honor, you don't do that. Divine Storm is pissed right now at Brian XL. And Brian XL seems like he doesn't understand why. The reason why they just violated law number 2.
I mean, he seems a little sympathetic to the cause, but I'll tell you what, Chris Divine and Quiet Storm are pissed that Brian XL inverted himself into this match. I don't understand why he would do that. He violated the code of honor.
Well, he seemed to be apologizing outside the ring, but Divine Storm doesn't want to hear it. Brian XL was pleading, he was begging, he was saying he was sorry. All he was trying to do is give the upper hand to Divine Storm, but Divine Storm said to himself, you violated the code of honor, you're a POS. You know what that stands for? Get out of our faces.
That's right. And even though I said it before that any violation means that you're out of Ring of Honor, I didn't mean out of the company. I mean you're out when you go downstairs and you're in the locker room with the boys because the boys don't want any part of you. And when you have heat with the boys, you're pretty much done here.
When you talk about heat, right there, I think Chris Divine is feeling the heat because he just got a knee to the nads. And I don't care how you spell it in any language, that spells P-A-I-N-E, and that's pain.
That's right. Christian York's been in there a long time. He's got to get over and attack Joey Matthews. Joey Matthews pretty fresh. He comes in big clothesline.
2 big clotheslines by Joey Matthews. A lot of people don't really look at Matthews and think that he's that powerful, but he is deceptively strong. Deceptively strong was that backdrop that Quiet Storm just got hit with.
That's right. Joey Matthews strong. He's a hard hitter. He's very fast. At 205 pounds, Joey Matthews can go as a light heavyweight or a heavyweight. The man knows power moves. The man. Go ahead,
jumping face first side slam right there on Chris Divine. Chris Divine seems a little bit out of it. That leaves Matthews and Quiet Storm in the middle of the ring squaring off. Nice duck under reverse neck breaker by Joey Matthews.
Beautiful. Joey Matthews has the advantage here. He's been there for 5-6 minutes. He just dumps Chris Divine over the top and onto the floor.
Well, it looks like that might have been unintentional. I'm not sure if Matthews knew exactly where in the ring he was at that point. But right now, Matthews and York looks like they're setting up for that full effect side slam that they've been patented for. They've been using this move all over. Oh! They hit it on Quiet Storm.
That's got to be it.
That's the full effect right on Quiet Storm.
Divine just tripped Joey Matthews, though. Divine back into the ring. Goes after Christian York.
Nice front charge on Christian York. But Christian York reverses it and dumps Divine over the top rope. But Divine was able to hook his legs right under the armpits of Christian and pull him out, too.
Both men falling out of the ring. That's not going to bode well for either team. Joey Matthews trying to pick up Quiet Storm, but Quiet Storm looks hurt.
I think Quiet Storm is dead on arrival. He just seems he's playing possum. Quiet Storm lights him up with 2 roaring forearm shots. Well, I think that said it all. Looks like he's setting up for the Storm Cradle Driver.
Matthews heard it. He was conscious enough to block it here. A beautiful fist.
You know, one of the complaints I've had about Quiet Storm over the years is whenever he goes for that Storm Cradle Driver, he seems to announce it to the world. I think he'd be better served if he just kept his mouth shut.
Beautiful.
Nice roll through leg scissors into a submission.
Unbelievable. He's got him. He's got both legs hooked. He's got both legs hooked. Joey Matthews just tapped.
Joey had a tap. That's the only thing he could do, or else Joey would be walking like a 90-year-old man tomorrow morning.
Joey Matthews must have thought that he could fight another day, but you can't fight another day when both your legs are broken. Quiet Storm just made Joey Matthews tap out here at Ring of Honor.
No shame in that.
Tonight I got something to say. I got something to say to you, Xavier. You know, last time, Xavier, you beat me. And the time before that, you beat Scoot Andrews. But tonight, we got a 3-way dance. And everybody knows who the master of the 3-way dancing back in the old ECW days. And that's a little bit, that's James Maritato. And tonight, I'm going to show you what the true shooter is all about. Xavier, you don't stand a shot. And Scoot Andrews, you're going to get beat too. Tonight, I will submit somebody.
Ring of Honor! It's the return of the Black Nature Boy, Scoot Andrews. I had a broken leg last month for my revenge match against Xavier. Xavier, you're a lucky man. I was laid up in Florida with my leg in a cast, and you did not get what you deserved. So I hear they bring in Little Guido or James Maritato or whatever you want to be called. And you got a shot at Xavier. And you got pinned. Well, everybody knows you're the king of the three-way dance. So tonight, here in Ring of Honor, we're going to dance 3 ways. All 3 ways are going to end with the Black Nature Boy hitting the force of nature. 1, 2, 3. And everybody knows that when I hit the force of nature, there's no kicking out. There's no walking out. There's only being carried out because it will be all over. If you don't like that, deal with it.
Ladies and gentlemen, weighing in at 219 pounds, from Tampa, Florida, here's the Black Nature Boy, Scoot Andrews. Weighing in at 201 1/4 pounds, and the Brazilian shooter, James Maritato. And our final participant, weighing in at 200 pounds, from Queens, New York, he is Xavier.
We are set right now for a 3-way dance that is a long time in the making, Carino. These 3 men, Maritato, Xavier, and Scoot Andrews, the Black Nature Boy, woo, are mixing to get it on right now.
And let me give you a little history, Donnie B, on how this 3-way dance came about. Xavier pinned the Black Nature Boy, Scoot Andrews, on the first Ring of Honor show, and then last month defeated James Maritato. A pinfall victory in the middle of the ring. Now both men, the Black Nature Boy and James Maritato, want to defeat Xavier. Xavier, who's 2-0 here in Ring of Honor, and Maritato and Scoot Andrews are looking to even the score.
Well, Xavier is the horse that they're all chasing here in this match because he is 2-0. And Maritato wants revenge from last month. I tell you what, if he gets a chance to make Xavier submit, that's exactly what he's going to do. It's the Fujiwara versus the force of nature versus whatever Xavier can pull out of his bag of tricks. And right there, these 2 lock up in air getting it on strong.
Exactly. Xavier has shown that he can throw the hanging neck breaker or the 450 splash or a simple bridge roll-up that he used on Maritato at the last Ring of Honor show.
2 nice reversals in the middle of the ring. Maritato on top of Scoot right now with a nice front chancery, reverses it. 2 hammerlocks back. Scoot is now with the front chancery, standing front headlock. Scoot's hooking in the side suplex. Nice reversal by Little. Well, I almost called him Little Guido. James Maritato is anything but a Little Guido in this match because it's serious here in the Ring of Honor. And what is serious is that side headlock that Scoot has on Maritato right now.
That's right. Maritato went back to his roots, went back to the days of UWF5 in Japan when he was a shooter, when he was stretching the Japanese pro wrestlers, stretching the Japanese shooter. Oh, Xavier, a big drop kick, knocks Maritato down and out.
Well, right now, Scoot's in the middle of the ring, clubs Xavier in the back of the head. Nothing scientific about that. A nice old-fashioned right to the back of Xavier's head. Scoot off the ropes. Back elbows missed by Xavier. Xavier into the ropes. Xavier off with a nice reverse head scissors, and Scoot drops him face first in the middle of the mat.
Not just dropped him, he drove him. He bounced off that ring. Unbelievable. And let's mention that Scoot Andrews is coming back from a broken tibia, and he's showing no signs of that broken tibia hurting him right now. Scoot Andrews is in great shape. He's ready. He's looking for some professional revenge against Xavier.
Well, you were talking earlier about that reverse hangman's neck breaker. Wow, what a beautiful move. He was going for that reverse neck breaker. Maritato came over and broke it up, flipped him head over right into the DDT, and Scoot is down on the mat, and Xavier's in control and whips Maritato into the ropes. A nice front kick right to the solar plexus. Xavier off the ropes, a nice clubbing forearm to the back of Maritato's head, and Xavier is in full control of this one.
That's right. You know, Maritato and Andrews gotta be thinking, this man has pinfall victories over on us. Xavier, who has the least amount of experience in that ring, is going in with the advantage. Oh, beautiful knee strike there on Maritato. Maritato trying to get his hands up.
Knee to the forehead of Maritato in the corner. And that's all athleticism right there, to be able to jump down high with your knees in a man's face. Maritano is kissing a lot of knee in that one. Oh, beautiful drop kick.
Did you hear his face just slap off the boot? Wait, he's going for the force of nature. When you hit that force of nature, people don't kick out. At the first Ring of Honor show, the Black Nature Boy, Scoot Andrews, hit the force of nature on Xavier, but Xavier had enough smoke to roll out of the ring so he wasn't pinned, which led to Xavier defeating Scoot Andrews.
Right now, Xavier's got Maritano on the top rope, and he seems to be going for either a suplex or I don't know what he's going for.
It looks like an exploder from the top. Oh, wait a second. Oh, Scoot Andrews got behind him.
Scoot had the presence of mind to scoot underneath, no pun intended, and deliver a powerbomb while Maritano was being side suplexed off the top rope by Xavier.
Yes, Scoot Andrews
down. All three men are down.
That's right. Scoot Andrews used a lot of energy there, and he's got to go after Maritano to get the win. Maritano took double the force. Not only was he suplexed off the top, he was powerbombed. He took double the force in that maneuver there. Scoot Andrews has got to get up if he's going to win this match.
Well, it depends on who wants it the most, and right now it looks like Scoot wants it the most. Maritano and Xavier seem to be on rubber legs. Scoot, I think, is the best conditioned in this match, and I'll tell you what, those fists he's trading, wow, all three of them, they are throwing some haymakers.
All three down, but if you saw, Maritano landed on Scoot Andrews' leg. And Maritano's coming into this match, knowing that he needs to win this match to even his record here, become 1-1. But he's also very mad at his former partner, Tony Mamaluke, who came out to the FBI music, who came out with the FBI type, not taking it serious enough, and which I think led to his loss to Jay Briscoe. Beautiful knee strike again.
Maritano trading some chops, maybe an homage to the Black Nature Boy himself, Scoot Andrews, I don't know what. But right there, Maritano up and over with a nice reversal. Xavier whips Maritano into the ropes. Maritano hooks in a nice suplex. He's going for a suplex on Xavier right in the middle of the ring. Nice slingshot. Scoot in right there behind.
Go for the force of nature. Oh, he hit it! He hit it! That's it!
Force of nature in the middle. Oh, right
Maritano broke it up!
I was going to say, Steve, if you hit the force of nature in the middle of the ring, it is well documented that you do not kick out. I repeat, you do not kick out of the force of nature.
Oh, the Black Nature Boy. Hear the crowd going nuts for the Black Nature Boy.
Nice power slam by the Black Nature Boy. I'll give that a woo right in the middle of the ring because Maritano was seeing stars. Decision on Maritano had broken up that force of nature, but he did it out of desperation. And now, out of desperation, Scoot Andrews with a couple of more rights to the head of Maritano.
And look, and Xavier still down on the mat, still hurt. He was dropped right on his head. Maritano goes for the pin.
Well, he got hit with that force of nature. I'll tell you what, if they leave this ring up throughout the rest of the night, he'll be sitting in the middle of tomorrow morning. That force of nature is not a joke. If you get hit with it in the middle of the ring, the match is over. A nice, can I say it one more time? Nice leapfrog by Maritano in the ring. Scoot Andrews down with a reverse DDT on Maritano. Almost a 3 count there. Scoot has to hook that leg a little tighter if he wants to get a 3 on Maritano.
But Xavier goes to the top. Oh, and he's cut down quickly. Is he cut down?
Crocked on the top rope by Scoot. Scoot seems to be ascending to the middle rope right now. He's looking for an exploder. He's looking for a power slam or perhaps even a superplex.
Oh no, all three men on the ropes right now. A Russian leg sweep from the second rope on Maritano. This could be it.
1, 2, he barely kicked out there. I think these three guys' gas tanks are running a little low, but there's Xavier with a nice...
Oh, into the Fujiwara! Into the Fujiwara! This could be it! This could be it! Xavier attack! Maritano just got his win back!
Coming up next, Low Key against the debuting AJ Styles.
Get out of my way! Get off the phone.
Hold on for a second.
What's the deal? I drive here 32 hours from Texas, and you treat me this way? I want to come out with someone better than Prince Nana.
Actually, I have an idea what we're going to do with you, and I think you're going to be really happy next month. We'll take care of you, don't worry. We will take care of you here at Ring of Honor. Trust me. Sorry.
April 27th, Ring of Honor. AJ Styles, Low Key. South versus the North. And Ring of Honor is where it takes place. I say we give these people what they want. That's a battle.
too familiar with AJ Styles, boy, are they in for a treat.
That's right, the most intense wrestler here in Ring of Honor, low key, against their debut in AJ Styles. And let me tell you something, if you've never seen AJ Styles, you are in for a treat here. This guy is great.
Right there, this match is starting off exactly the way Low Ki wanted to. Fast and furious, right out of the gate, 110 miles an hour. This guy is pure adrenaline. He is pure oxygen O2 squared. Low Ki with a nice tight side headlock on the head of AJ Styles. AJ Styles seems a little bit dazzled right here in the early moments, but let me rest assured, this man did not wind up in the Ring of Honor by accident. AJ Styles is one of the premier wrestlers, not only in the United States, but on the planet. And Low Ki, he is going to have his hands full in this one.
That's right, Low Ki, who's had count them, three Match of the Year candidates already here in Ring of Honor. He's in there against AJ Styles, a guy that's very well traveled already in the year 2002. The man has been to England, Australia, Ireland, the United States, is a member of NWA Wildside, is the top wrestler there at the NWA Wildside. This guy's here in Ring of Honor to prove a point. He wants to defeat Low Ki, because right now, Low Ki is the man. Low Ki is having great matches, and could this be another great match we have in store?
Well, you talk about a great match right there, you're seeing it, and what you're seeing right there is a great lockup, a nice test of strength in the middle of the ring, and I have to give the advantage to AJ Styles when it comes to strength. Low Ki is not a slouch, but AJ Styles has the height advantage, about 5 or 6 inches on Low Ki, but what Low Ki makes up for in size, he makes up for in speed and agility. Well versed in the martial arts, well versed in submissions. I don't think AJ Styles has a wide array of submission holds as Low Ki, and that could be a pivotal point. Right there, both men exchanging nice stiff kicks in the middle of the ring. I got to give the edge to Low Ki when it comes to those kicks. Those things could knock down a barn door.
That's right, trying to talk to Low Ki before the match, this guy is just major league intense. This guy is a thinking man's wrestler. He's not only thinking about the move now, he's thinking about a move 10 minutes from now. Low Ki is a thinking man's wrestler. He's thinking about what AJ Styles wants to do now. He's thinking about what AJ Styles wants to do tomorrow. This guy, Low Ki, is a thinker.
Well, thinking about thinking, Low Ki's got to start thinking of how to get this match over with, because the longer AJ Styles stays in the middle of that ring, the more of a threat he is. In the middle of that ring, I think AJ Styles has the advantage. When you start going up in the air, that's the advantage for Low Ki. And talk about an advantage. Low Ki's got that left arm locked up, and right there, AJ Styles rolls out of it. A nice reverse bridge into a front face lock. He's on top of Low Ki. I'll tell you what, Steve, if you would have asked me 10 minutes ago if I thought this match would be this even, I would have said, hell no. I would have thought Low Ki would have had more of a distinct advantage, but AJ Styles is living up to the hype and more than that.
And you know what? Look at Low Ki's face. He's not surprised. He knows that AJ Styles didn't come to play. He's reversing the reversals. I mean, this is what pro wrestling is supposed to be like. It's not sports entertainment, damn it. It's professional wrestling. These guys aren't ballet dancers. These guys are fighters, and that's what I love about Ring of Honor.
Look right there, perfect example. AJ Styles has Low Ki in a reverse chin lock, and what did Low Ki do? He didn't lay on his back. He bridged out of it. Therefore, the referee could not administer a 3 count. Low Ki is the master at keeping his back off the mat. I have never seen Low Ki on the mat for very long, and that's one of his strengths. AJ Styles right now on top of Low Ki seems to have the match going his way, and I'll tell you what, the longer he's in the ring with Low Ki, the more frustrated he's going to get over the fact that he cannot pin Low Ki's shoulders to the mat.
That's right. And think about it. Low Ki does not like to be pinned. This man passed out. He didn't tap out. He didn't get pinned. He passed out with American Dragon in what I consider probably one of the greatest matches in not just Ring of Honor history, of pro wrestling history. Low Ki is a man that does not say quit. This man just keeps going 110%, whether it's 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes into the ring.
Well, right there, you saw a brilliant maneuver. Both men were locked up in the middle of the ring with headlocks on each other. A nice tie-up. But what did Low Ki do? He created enough distance in between the two of them, but not too much, as to where his kicks wouldn't reach. And what he did was he started wearing down the midsection of AJ Styles. And when you chop down the middle of the tree, the top of it isn't far behind.
That's right. And you see, AJ Styles is trying to take Low Ki down. Low Ki is stuck. Oh my God! Nice. He got him in the nose.
I tell you what, that was something. Low Ki just kicked him right in his eyeball. I would not be surprised in a few minutes if that eye is dangling out of its socket. AJ Styles needs to regroup, maybe even go outside for a breather. Low Ki is definitely not to be traded with when it comes.
Oh! Low Ki just kicked him in the back of the head, and that's where the kick to the forehead worked. AJ Styles a little rattled, went for a single leg. Low Ki just pretty much ducked out of the way and then threw a kick with a nice, beautiful Frankensteiner type maneuver, went for an overhead spin kick, and met Low-Ki in the middle of the ring with a nice, strong lariat.
A 2 count there by AJ Styles. And you know what's laying on the mind of Low-Ki right now? That Christopher Daniels still is disrespecting Low-Ki. Christopher Daniels has announced that he won't get in the ring with Low-Ki until the Ring of Honor title is on the line. What does that mean, Donnie B?
What that means is Low-Ki went into this match with 2 disadvantages. Number 1, the mindset of Chris Daniels in the back of his mind, and number 2, the reputation and the skills that AJ Styles brings to the table. When you have all that weighing on your mind as a wrestler in the Ring of Honor, you cannot go into the ring with a clear head, and if you don't go into the ring with a clear head, you will be on the losing end of the stick, my friend.
And if you want to know more of what I'm talking about, you got to get on the web at ROHWrestling.com, or you can buy the videos, the 2 other Ring of Honor tapes at RFVideo.com. And there's also 4,500 other great wrestling tapes that you can buy from RF Video. You go on the web, RFVideo.com, or my kick. I saw about 4,500 tapes. I'll tell you what, AJ Styles might be out long enough to watch all those tapes. That's right.
He got his head removed by Low-Ki in the middle of that ring, and Low-Ki once again is proving why no one on earth, maybe no one in the galaxy, wants to stand toe-to-toe with one of those kicks.
That's right. AJ Styles at the end. AJ Styles at the end of this match may want to call 215-891-9404 and see which move exactly knocked him out.
Well, if he gets hit with another one of those kicks at 8215, it's 911 he's going to be calling, because he's going to be carried out here in a stretcher. Forget that. You're kidding me. Whoa, whoa.
Oh, Low-Ki.
Overhand chop.
Low-Ki just chopped the Jesus right out of AJ Styles.
I'll tell you what, that's like a chainsaw through butter. Low-Ki just chopped right into the middle of AJ Styles' chest, and that chest is starting to swell up. But right now, AJ Styles is taking a breather in the middle of the ring, and it's Low-Ki, much to my surprise, who's outside the ring taking a breather.
Low-Ki kind of fell. It may have landed on his head. Oh, big kick.
Thank you, Low-Ki. Can I have another? That's compliment to AJ Styles. A nice kick to the face and a nice kick underneath the chin that sends, for the first time probably in his career, Low-Ki flying into the guardrails.
Savant kick from the pearly gates right from AJ Styles.
You know, one thing we haven't talked about during the course of this matchup is, I don't know if you're familiar with this or not, Steve, but the name Low-Ki, that means Beelzebub. That means Bartleby. That's a term from the Bible that means demon. And for those of you who don't know it, AJ Styles is a born-again Christian. When you talk about oil and water, what were the bookers, what were they thinking of when they put AJ Styles in the ring with Low-Ki?
Well, see, I have this under good sources that both the booker and the owner of Ring of Honor are Jewish, so they didn't know what was going on here. This is a match of biblical proportions.
Let's get back to the action. AJ Styles in the middle of the ring with a freak up. AJ Styles takes control of Low-Ki.
And would you believe Mike Keener is a Scientologist?
I believe a lot of things. I believe whether or not the sun's going to come tomorrow. I believe whether or not when it rains if the sidewalk gets wet. But I am not going to believe Mike Keener is into Scientology. But I will believe that rolling soul butt face kick that AJ Styles just got hit with.
Oh my God, AJ Styles is praying right now. Oh! Mafia kick just knocked some teeth out.
Brooklyn boot, Yakuza kick, Mafia kick, whatever you want to call it. I call it pain for AJ Styles. And AJ Styles got some kicks from here to Toledo by Low-Ki just into the middle of that ring. Low-Ki is P-I-S-S-E-D.
If I was AJ Styles, I'd be praying for the bell to ring right now.
Speaking of before about his background, I think he should do a lot more than praying, because knowing him, somebody might answer. But if he's going to do some praying, he better start right now, because Low-Ki's rolling him back in the middle of the ring. This match is going pretty much exactly the way Low-Ki hoped for. He's wearing him down with those stiff kicks. He's got a little action outside the ring, and now Low-Ki has him just about softened up, so we can maybe hit one of those submission moves. Maybe an
goodness.
arm.
Is he going to hit? Oh no, he's not going to hit the key crusher outside.
There's a lot of hatred on that man. If he tries to not only end his career, he might end his life if he hits that.
Dumped him back in. Oh my goodness, he's got a variation of the Dragon Sleeper. Look at that. Look how he's pulling it. The rib muscles, the ribs of AJ Styles are actually coming out.
That's technically a wear down hold, because as you know, you cannot apply a move in the middle of the ropes like that, because the referee will administer it's a 5 count. You must break the hold. But I can tell you what, AJ Styles, every second he was in that hold, he was wishing he was out of it.
Low-Ki getting more intense. Look at Low-Ki's condition. That man does not get blown up. He does not get winded. We're about 10, 12 minutes into this match. Low-Ki is still as fresh as he was when the bell rang. He's going for the key crusher.
I have never seen Low-Ki out of shape. As a matter of fact, I've seen more fat on the bodies of the Ethiopian track team than I have on Low-key might have taken a little too long. He might have underestimated AJ Styles. Remember this, AJ Styles, as I said earlier, did not just happen to buy a ticket and show up here tonight of Ring of Honor. He was heavily scouted. He was chosen. He was one of the select few men that fit the criteria of Ring of Honor. And right there, what fit the criteria was that roll through. Low-key with a nice
throw into the Dragon Sleeper. But look how AJ Styles is holding on so that Low-key cannot extend. Turns it back in.
Sure, the secret there was that he didn't give Low-key enough leverage. He didn't give him the space necessary for AJ to bridge his own body to escape that hole. And what did it wind up doing? It wound up Low-key forcing him into the rope right to where AJ wanted him. Nice sunset back into the backflip, right into the reverse DDT, and Low-key is down.
Unbelievable. But Low-key turned over to his chest. This could be it. Keater in position. No!
Keater seemed to be a little hesitant with that 3 count. I don't know if AJ took a little too much time in hooking the 3.
I could have sworn AJ Styles just said a curse word.
That's impossible.
Unbelievable action. Once again, Donnie B. Low-key is showing why he is having matches of the year. Not just with Christopher Daniels and American Dragon and that awesome 3-way we saw at the first Ring of Honor show. But this match here with AJ Styles is another candidate for match of the year. Oh, unbelievable into the powerbomb.
Well, I don't know what it is, Corino. Every time
Hey, wait a second. Is that it?
Every time I see Low-key in the Ring of Honor, there's something about this combination that makes these matches match of the year candidates. And talk about a match of the year candidate. Low-key just scored a pinfall victory on AJ Styles. But myself, I don't really think that was fair. I don't think that was on the up and up. There was something controversial about that. It looked to me as if AJ had
Wait a second. No. Mike Keater only counted 2. He looked like 3. This match is continuing. Thank God this match is continuing because I'm having fun. Unbelievable kick to the chest.
Well, that's good because for a minute there I thought I saw a 3 count. If I think I saw what I thought I saw, does that make any sense? Oh, if Mike Keater, I would have personally.
Jeez.
Low-key is giving it a.
Jesus God! Stop kicking him! God's sake, he's almost dead.
It must say Spalding on the body somewhere of AJ Styles. Low-key is beating him down like a bad habit.
Oh my goodness! I don't think they're going to church together tomorrow.
I'll tell you what, I have never seen a man get beat down in the last couple seconds like I have AJ Styles. You would have thought AJ Styles was made a run of the way he was bouncing all over that ring. And Low-key right on top.
Oh my goodness! The toughness of AJ Styles. He just took what 13, 15 kicks from Low-key. That would have taken the movement down. AJ Styles just keeps kicking out.
13, 14. If it's more than 1, that's a lot from Low-key. If you get hit with one of those, it's like getting hit with a bazooka shell. I tell you what, Low-key will kick your head off. And talking about taking your head off, that reverse knife edge just barely did that to AJ Styles. Nice up and over by Low-key, hooks in that double back.
Oh, Tiger suplex.
Nice
another 2 count. Unbelievable.
AJ Styles has more than held his own in this one, and Low-key's got to start getting frustrated. This is the point of the match when whatever was on your mind earlier in the day, this is when it starts to creep in. This is when the stuff about Chris Daniels will start to come and haunt Low-key. He will start doubting himself, and that's when AJ Styles will do exactly what he did and hit a stiff lariat saying, "Thank you, Low-key. Remember who you're in the ring with."
And knowing Chris Daniels the way I do, I've known this man for 5 years. Me and him go up and down the road together. I know he's watching the monitor right now, laughing at Low-key because he doesn't respect Low-key. He doesn't respect Low-key or American Dragon.
Nice, beautiful reverse back bridge suplex. And AJ Styles, this is what he's known for. He strings together combinations of suplexes, this could be variations, one at a time, and he is the man. I have never seen anybody string together suplexes or back bridges like AJ Styles. He is a master of inventing and stringing together combinations of suplexes, not just regular ones. German, Tiger, any variation. AJ Styles knows it. He knows how to do it. He knows how to get out of it. And that was one thing Low-key might not have remembered. But what he will remember is this front chancery here by AJ Styles, who looks to be wearing down Low-key. And like I said earlier before, Low-key is a finely tuned athlete. It takes a lot of maneuvering, a lot of positioning by the opponent of Low-key to get him where he wants him. Right there was a cardinal mistake by AJ Styles. He took too long. Low-key capitalized it, just like I was saying before. He waited, he picked his shot, bang. That was the shot, dropped AJ Styles on his head with a Falcon's arrow.
And both men are going on instinct right now. Low-key, AJ Styles are beat up. Both of them, look at their chest. They're not breathing hard. They're not tired. They're just beat up. These guys can go 30, 45, 60 minutes. Whoever scores a victory here is going to score by the skin of their teeth or by the teeth that AJ Styles has just lost.
I'll tell you what, he's getting his marbles knocked around so much what you know, you're going to nickname him Rocky Balboa tomorrow because you're not going to be able to stand a word he says. I tell you, by 9 a.m. tomorrow, AJ Styles isn't going to remember how to piss straight, let alone walk in a straight line.
That's right. And Loki's got to pull him from the ropes if he's going to get a win. Look, this is the smartness right now of Loki. Like I said before, a thinking man's wrestler. Pulls him from the ropes. Knows he needs 1 or 2 more moves to defeat AJ Styles. This is what great pro wrestlers do. They beat your opponent down and they score a victory.
And right there, Loki goes for that twisting 450. Both men seem to be a little jarred from that one. I'm not really sure who got the clear-cut advantage, but unless I'm mistaken, that was the first time anyone went to the top rope. And if you notice, Loki waited till he had his opponent down and out. That is the sign of a smart wrestler. Don't do it quick. Don't do it in the middle of the match. Wait till you have him softened up. And right here, AJ Styles has him for that. Oh my
goodness!
God!
Oh my goodness!
I don't know what
he just took 6 inches off Loki. That's it. That's it. Good.
Oh!
Now he kicked Loki. Just kicked out of that.
I'll tell you what, unless AJ Styles has a pound of kryptonite somewhere in his pockets, I don't think he's going to beat Loki. That was unbelievable.
Loki just went from 5'10" to 5'4" and kicked out. AJ Styles is going up top. This could be it. This is it. AJ Styles hits this move. Whatever it is, it's all over.
Right there, AJ looked a little unsure. He went for that twisting senton back suplex right off the top. I don't know what he calls it, but I call it pain and danger for Loki, and it's a good thing he got it out of the way. Loki seems to be rolling through the corner. Hopefully he'll get his senses together in the next few seconds and get up and continue this match. But I'm looking at this right now, Steve, and I'm not sure if either one of these guys has anything left.
This is why people order the videos from livevideo.com and go to ROHWrestling.com or call 215-891-9404 to see hard-hitting action of guys like Loki and AJ. Unbelievable action!
And trading chops, and right there, as soon as he could get it in, Loki let loose with one of those big right back brain kicks, and AJ Styles down on the mat, stomach first. He is completely out of it. Loki looks to have him like it looks like right now Loki is going to try to lock in one of those submission holds. If I was him, that's what I would try to do right now, because the pin attempts don't seem to be working. He might be better off trying a submission.
He's going for the key crusher.
The key crusher. I may have spoken too soon.
Wait, AJ Styles is trying to block it.
He has it scouted very well, Steve.
Oh, a knee, 2 knees.
And right now it looks like AJ was maybe setting up for that Styles clash. I think he was.
Second in, small package. He got him. He got him.
We have a 3 count. We have a 3 count. I'll be honest with you, Steve. That looked a little controversial.
I don't know. AJ Styles may have kicked out at 3, but hey, it goes in the record book. Loki is now defeated. AJ Styles. Referee Mike Keeters on the shoulders down. 1, 2, 3. Loki is your winner. But AJ Styles has shown. He showed the people of Philadelphia. He showed the people that order the videotape on ROHVideos.com that he deserves a rematch. And I would say that Loki is honorable enough to grant him that wish.
Well, the referee's word is law here in the Ring of Honor. But what also is word of law, I'm telling you right now, there is something about Loki in the Ring of Honor. Each and every time this young man steps into the Ring of Honor ring, he is producing match of the year quality. Each and every match is better than the one previous. This man in Ring of Honor, now that's a combination. When you put them two together, you get match of the year.
That's right, and they're showing the code of honor will not be broken here. 2 honorable men, AJ Styles, Loki, in another match of the year candidate here in Ring of Honor.
Ring of Honor has finally done something right. After all the shenanigans and chicanery I've had to go through with Low Key and American Dragon, finally Ring of Honor makes it up to me by bringing in a talent of my caliber. A man who, like myself, has wrestled in Japan. A man who, like myself, lives in California. A man who, like myself, won the Super 8 tournament. A man who, like myself, promoters bring into their promotion to make their promotion seem worldly, seem top-notch. And I'm talking about Donovan Morgan. You see, they bring Donovan Morgan in from the West Coast because they know Donovan Morgan's name means top-notch talent, means quality wrestling, means #1 wrestler. And so tonight, I don't have to go through some three-way nonsense. I don't have to deal with some round-robin tournament bull. I get to wrestle one-on-one with a man who deserves to be in the ring with me, and that's Donovan Morgan. And tonight, Donovan, when I pin your shoulders to the mat, 1, 2, 3, I will prove what I've been saying all along, that I am the top man in Ring of Honor. And that's the gospel, according to the fallen angel.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing first, weighing in at total combined weight of 325 pounds, the team of Dunn and Marcus.
Welcome back to this videotape feature of Ring of Honor, and right now we are set for one hellacious match that I think are going to see with the Carnage Crew against Marcos and Dunn.
What is up with the outfits of Marcos and Dunn? I mean, it's a poison shirt.
Careful there, Steve. I happen to like the way these two boys dressed.
Oh my goodness. Look at it. DeVito is in a bad mood, making his debut here at Ring of Honor. And Loke, we have seen Loke. The man went from referee to pro wrestler. No matter what, this man is angry. You saw earlier what they did. They confronted Boogaloo. Unbelievable.
Out of the back suplex, I'll tell you what, Tony DeVito just got out about 20 years of anguish on the body of Dunn. And a nice dive off the top rope by Marcos, who got met with the big boot of Tony DeVito.
That's right. H.C. Loke is a very, very angry man. You saw he was pumped out by the natural born sinners, Homicide and Boogaloo. Homicide isn't here tonight. He's over representing Ring of Honor in Japan. But unbelievable that Tony DeVito is here at Ring of Honor. Loke said he was going to bring in somebody. He brought in one of the baddest men I've ever seen, Tony DeVito. And this Carnage Crew means business.
Well, Steve, right there you see HC whipping Dunn across the middle of the ring, but there are some men on this planet that no matter what you do, no matter how many flowers you send them, how many cards you send them, how many pieces of candy you feed them, they are still pissed off all day long. These two guys, they're happy all night, but when they wake up and look in the mirror, they're miserable the rest of the day.
And did you see the hubcaps that they brought in? I have it under a good source, and that's Boogaloo's car. That's Boogaloo's hubcaps. He's going to go out in the parking lot here in South Philly and see that he's missing 2 hubcaps. Beautiful.
Nice drop kick. Missile drop kick right in the body of, I think that was Dunn. I don't know which one it was, but Dunn just got the Dunn knocked out of him. He's down in the middle of the ring, and DeVito is BITCH slapping him left and right. This man is getting the crap kicked out of him by the Carnage Crew.
And that's right. It's been a long time since Tony DeVito has been to South Philadelphia, and he is showing why he belongs here at Ring of Honor.
Oh my God, he almost suplexed him right over the top turnbuckle.
And look at the smile on his face. DeVito, a street thug from New York. H.C. Loke, a street thug from New York. DeVito goes up, big boots on, he just missed.
He just missed Dunn in the middle of the ring, or was that Marcos? Marcos or Dunn, I'm really not sure which one it is, but he's almost done. What's not done is Tony DeVito. He is ready to go. And like I said a few moments ago, Steve, I don't know, you said something earlier about DeVito remembering his roots in South Philly. It's an old adage I used to use with some ex-girlfriends. You can take the chick from the gutter, but you can't take the gutter out of the chick no matter how dirty she seems to be. And DeVito is as dirty as they come. He is tough as tacks. He is nice as ice, quicker than liquor and candy and dandy. Tony DeVito and H.C. Loke, the Carnage Crew, are about to explode on the bodies of Marcos and Dunn.
Donnie, you use your tongue better than a $20 whore with that. I'll tell you what, unbelievable. Oh, better down.
Suplex at the same time. Marcos and Dunn are, well, for lack of a better term, done.
And look, the people are looking. They know that the Carnage Crew mean business. They know that Loke and DeVito are coming to play. And this may be done in Marcos, but in DeVito and Loke's mind, this is the natural born sinners. They want homicide. They want Boogaloo in the ring. They want to do all this. Oh, unbelievable. Well, they just played it with the pump taps right to the middle of the forehead of Marcos. The Natural Born Sinners must watch out because the Carnage crew are here. The Carnage crew are a force to be reckoned with. And did you see that they didn't break the code of honor? They actually shook the prone bodies of Marcos and Dunn. A smiling DeVito, an ugly HC Low. Watch the Natural Born Sinners.
Left them in a carnage, baby.
Chris Daniels, I appreciate your kind words. But I'll tell you, Ring of Honor, this is the first time I've been here. So I'm going to prove to everyone tonight what kind of wrestler I am. Chris already knows. We're both damn good. So Ring of Honor, get ready.
If you look up the term wrestling clinic in a dictionary, it would probably have a picture of these two men, the Fallen Angel Christopher Daniels and Donovan Morgan, making his Ring of Honor debut here tonight on this tape. I tell you what, right now, this is going to be a pure wrestling dream. This is a wrestling purist fantasy, internet dream match of a lifetime, whatever you want to call it. These two guys can get the job done in the middle of the ring. No doubt, Donovan Morgan, a huge star in Japan for Pro Wrestling Noah. Christopher Daniels, the Fallen Angel, not only a huge star here in the United States, a huge star in Japan for Michinoku Pro Wrestling and currently New Japan Pro Wrestling. These two guys, well-traveled, well-schooled. These two are the best two wrestlers in the state of California, and they have just flown 3,070 miles to come to South Philadelphia to fight here at Ring of Honor. Right now, Finnegan's administering all the rules necessary, and sometimes a guy like Chris Daniels needs a little reminder, because if I have to remind everybody out there, this man's got a selective memory when it comes to the Code of Honor. If you remember, Steve, only when he defeated the American Dragon did he shake his hand, and that to me is being a piss-poor sport. Hey, Chris Daniels is my friend and all, and he gets very frustrated, but did you notice that Christopher Daniels did not shake the hand of Donovan Morgan before the match? A violation of the Code of Honor, and you know what? I'm a big fan of Christopher Daniels, and sometimes I just don't understand where his mind is, why he's breaking the code. I would never break the code. I know Big 80's Donnie B would never break the code, but Christopher Daniels, month in and month out, keeps breaking the Code of Honor. Does he want to make sure that everybody hates him? Well, I don't think Christopher Daniels cares too much about what anybody else thinks but himself. The only man he loves is truly the one he sees when he looks in the mirror. But what he does love is that nice tight hammerlock on the back arm of Donovan Morgan right now as he's standing over Morgan, ready to apply even more pressure, but Morgan was smart enough to reach down and grab the leg, knock Daniels off bounds, and right there snatches a nice side headlock. Daniels rolls over with a float over with a 2 count, just testing the waters right now early in this match. And these two great athletes are not strangers to each other. Donovan Morgan, Christopher Daniels know each other well, both California residents. One lives in Southern California, one lives in Northern California. They've both been rivals, they've both been friends, but they both respect each other. As you saw earlier, both men put each other over in their interviews. They both said they had respect for each other, but respect goes out the window when Christopher Daniels steps into that ring. Christopher Daniels has shown that he respects no one here at Ring of Honor. Not Donovan Morgan, not American Dragon, not Low Key, not John Finnegan, not Rob Feinstein, no one. Well, there is a fine line between arrogance and greatness, and I have never seen anyone in my life walk that line finer than Christopher Daniels.
for 1 second that Christopher Daniels won't take a cheap shot at Donovan Morgan, no matter how much he respects him. Oh, hell no. Chris Daniels will do whatever is necessary to make Donovan Morgan the loser in this matchup. And right there, Donovan Morgan sneaks behind. He has control of Chris Daniels around the midsection. That's a smart maneuver because from that point, Donovan Morgan can do a myriad of things. He can drop him down. He can take him up high. But Daniels is on top with the armbar.
That's right. And Donovan Morgan is a powerful wrestler. He's a power guy. At 250 pounds, Donovan Morgan can throw you. He can use power moves. He can make you submit. If Christopher Daniels keeps him on the mat, Christopher Daniels will score a victory because Christopher Daniels knows that a man is very small when he is on the mat.
Everybody's the same height when you're horizontal, Steve, and that's a fact. Donovan Morgan right now working on one of the major attributes of Chris Daniels, and that is his legs. Chris Daniels has some of the best jumping ability I've ever seen out of any wrestler. Ring of Honor, worldwide, Chris Daniels can do it all in the middle of the ring. Right there, what he's doing is shooting Donovan Morgan off the rope. Well, look how powerful Morgan is. He has that side headlock on that cue ball. Chris Daniels right there.
And look at it. The normal pro wrestling that fans have been programmed for many, many years. They see the headlock as something pretty stupid. They see it as a move that doesn't mean anything. But look at Donovan Morgan. He's squeezing the head of the fallen angel, Christopher Daniels. Christopher Daniels' head is turning purple. He's holding on. That is a major move because he knows if he holds on to the head and he keeps pressure on the head and the neck, Christopher Daniels is not going to be 100%. And Donovan Morgan could score the victory here.
Well, right there, Donovan Morgan, take a look at that arm. That's an 18 or 19-inch arm right there wrapped around the cue ball head of Chris Daniels, and that is like a python getting tighter and tighter. Let me ask you this, Steve. What would you rather have? A quick 1 second slap to the face or a vice trapped around your head that just keeps squeezing and squeezing? That is exactly what a side headlock does. It wears down your opponent. It sets him up for something like that. Donovan Morgan down on the mat. Chris Daniels holding the back of his head, a little shaken up.
And it took Christopher Daniels, I think a man's wrestler, at least 6 moves to get out of a simple headlock. A simple headlock? No, I don't think so. Christopher Daniels, a mat technician, a high flyer, 6 different moves to get out of that headlock and to score his own version of a headlock.
Nice front curve out there into a front face flip, and Daniels is prone on the body of Donovan Morgan with just a 2 count. He really didn't hook the leg there, Steve, and Finnegan's letting him know about it, flashing those 2 fingers right in the face of Daniels, so there can be no excuse whatsoever, no fast counts, no slow counts. This match is going to be one in the middle of the ring, fair and square.
That's right. Christopher Daniels working on the neck of Donovan Morgan right now. A big hip toss there. Daniels hits the rope, leg drop, right again on the neck.
And look exactly where it hit. It didn't hit too high, it didn't hit too low. Hit right on the throat of Donovan Morgan. And when you got a big steam engine in the shape of Donovan Morgan in there, if he can't breathe, he can't move. And if he can't move, he is easy pickings for the fallen angel. And right now, a nice reverse neck break chin lock by Christopher Daniels on the body of Donovan Morgan. And he is just pounding the tar out of Donovan.
And that's what both these great athletes have been taught in the dojos of Japan. Pick a body part and work it. All stay on that body part, wear down your opponent, you can score the victory. Christopher Daniels, every move in his arsenal right now has been on Donovan Morgan's neck, because if the neck isn't going to work, Morgan cannot hit any power move. And Christopher Daniels will once again have his hand raised in victory here.
Well, you saw right there a beautiful high angle snap suplex powerbomb variation by Chris Daniels. He dropped Morgan right to the back of his head, and it doesn't seem like Morgan really has his senses to him right now, and he is trying everything he can do to keep up with Christopher Daniels. The longer this match goes, the more it favors Daniels. Right there, a nice neck breaker by Donovan Morgan. Seemed to pull that one out of his bag of tricks. Daniels really didn't seem ready for it.
But both men did their homework right there. As you see, once again, 4 different maneuvers that both men went for. And finally, with Donovan Morgan, who scored a big neck breaker on Christopher Daniels, staying on the neck and head, is both men have the same strategy here. Work the head, and then the man cannot be 100% powerful.
Well, if you keep working the upper neck and shoulders of the body, sooner or later they're going to be susceptible for a giant impact. And that giant impact might be in the form of the Angel's Wings, or it might be in the form of the Last Rites Neckbreaker by Chris Daniels. That seems to be what he's setting up, but what's being set up right now is a beautiful submission hold by Donovan Morgan. And I can tell you what, he didn't get that out of a handbook on how to learn Pro Wrestling 101. He learned that in the streets of Japan, right in the dojo.
That's right. These men are taught submission wrestling. They're taught regular pro wrestling. These guys are taught how to fight. Oh! Big double kick to the back of Christopher Daniels' head and upper neck.
Well, right there, Donovan Morgan just put those size 13s into that nice shiny target Chris Daniels calls ahead, and Daniels is definitely suffering from the effects. Right now on the outside of the ring, Donovan Morgan seems to be doing two things. He's softening up Chris Daniels, and at the same time, he's giving himself a little bit of a breather. Finnegan lets him know he's only got a 10 count out there, and Morgan shoots back into the ring.
Yeah, Donovan Morgan, as we've said before, guys like professional wrestlers like Low Key, American Dragon, Christopher Daniels, and now Donovan Morgan, they are thinking men's wrestlers. They go for a body part, and they stay on it. Christopher Daniels, big lariat there. Unbelievable. Did you see the speed Christopher Daniels caught when he hit those ropes?
Well, this is a classic case of a bigger guy versus somebody who's not quite as big. Donovan Morgan outweighs Daniels by about 10 or 15 pounds. But let me tell you this, I will take a man like Chris Daniels over anybody during the day of the week. Chris Daniels is a machine in that ring. He is well oiled. Chris Daniels knows what he's doing at each and every moment. Some people might not like the fact that he doesn't respect the code of honor. Low key American Dragon. But you cannot take away from Chris Daniels the fact that he is in the Ring of Honor for one thing, to prove that he is the very best wrestler on the face of the earth.
That's right, and I've said it many times here in the Ring of Honor. I've also said it many people. Christopher Daniels, in my opinion, is pound for pound the best pro wrestler on the planet. Not just in the United States or Japan, but on the planet. Christopher Daniels is a complete pro wrestler. He knows how to high fly. He knows the shoot style. He knows strong style. He knows regular American style pro wrestling. This man knows it all, and he just got thrown by Donovan Morgan.
Well, it just looked like Daniels was attempting one of those Uranagis that he's famous for, and Donovan Morgan just took him and flipped him like a cheap bar of soap right over his head. Donovan Morgan is definitely starting to wear down Chris Daniels with some of the power stuff. I don't know how much longer Daniels can hold on, Steve. If he dumps him on his head one or two more times, it might be all for the fallen angel.
And when you're going through the catalog of RF Video on RFVideo.com, or by calling 215-891-9404, and you want to know what matches to watch, heck, just buy the Ring of Honor tape, because you're going to see a lot of great matches on one video.
Well, maybe Donovan Morgan should get these tapes and study up, because he just made one hell of an error. He just got prone to the body of Chris Daniels, and he did not hook the leg, and he just paid the price for it with a reverse elbow and a front foot right to the kisser. Right there, back suplex, right on the head once more, Donovan Morgan. Both men are down in the middle of the ring, and it looks right now, if I were to come walking in this building, I would say this match is a stalemate.
Oh, exactly. Both men getting all their signature moves in. Both men still working on the neck. We're at least the 10-minute mark. Both men are tired. Both men are worn down. When your neck is beat up. Oh, another beautiful clothesline by Christopher Daniels. A hard elbow. Christopher Daniels.
Oh, did you see that? That was beautiful. Chris Daniels just went for that big right haymaker, and Donovan Morgan telegraphed it, dropped down thinking he would get out of the way of the right hand, but what did Daniels do? He snatched in the front drop right there, bang, out of nowhere. Donovan Morgan is down. Daniels goes for the pinfall, and just like Donovan Morgan did a few minutes ago, he did not hook the leg. You are not, I repeat, not going to pin an athlete the caliber of Donovan Morgan if you do not, what? Hook the leg. Nice exploder suplex by Daniels. This could be the setup for that beautiful picture-perfect moonsault that he is famous for, and that is exactly what he is going for.
He got it! He got it! Christopher Daniels! Hook the leg! Hook the leg! Unbelievable! A man of the caliber of Christopher Daniels did not hook the leg! A major mistake of my good friend Christopher Daniels did not hook the leg of Donovan Morgan!
That's unbelievable. I've never seen Chris Daniels hit that moonsault and not score a 3 count. Donovan Morgan is double tough, but what is double tough is that right hand that he just got hit right in the face with. Right now, Donovan Morgan is on the top rope, and he better get his ass in check, or he is going to be on the losing end of his debut here in the Ring of Honor.
Oh my goodness, did you see the DDT?
Jumping front first. Jumping front first. Impaler DDT. I've seen it on a few occasions. I didn't even know Donovan Morgan had it in his repertoire. Obviously, Chris Daniels didn't know it either. He was not able to telegraph it, was not able to move out of the way. And right now, Donovan Morgan seems to have things in control. What was in control is the body of Chris Daniels on the way down to the mat.
That's right, Donovan Morgan still, at this point in the match, still has his game plan. Work on the neck of Christopher Daniels. This is what great pro wrestlers do. Great pro wrestlers like Christopher Daniels and Donovan Morgan work on that one body part.
Schoolboy by Donovan.
Oh, there it is!
Would you are submission hold?
This is what brought Christopher Daniels victories. This is the submission that has brought Christopher Daniels many victories.
I've seen the American Dragon tap out to that in the Ring of Honor. Let's see if Donovan Morgan was able to make it to the ropes.
And the only reason he was able to make it to the ropes is because Daniels did not have it locked in at the chin. He had it locked in at the nose. If he had it locked floats over Morgan. Morgan goes for the shoot clothesline. Daniels rolls through with the schoolboy. 1-2, he kicks out. Donovan Morgan is still in this contest, showing me that he has a lot more gas in the tank than people may have thought. Cardiovascularly, you would think Daniels had the advantage, but looking right here, it looks like Morgan is actually in better condition cardiovascular than Daniels. Daniels seems to be huffing and puffing a little bit more than Morgan.
Daniels is whipped to the across. Morgan over the top rope and lands on his feet. Ducks the clothesline.
Nice back elbow by Christopher Daniels. Morgan shoots the midsection, looking for the float over perhaps.
Goes for a sunset flip. Daniels.
Nice roll through. Daniels snatches the arm. Almost going for that.
Oh my goodness! Donovan Morgan just dropped him on his head again. Right on the neck. Put this man.
Well, right there you saw Chris Daniels looking for that last right rolling neck breaker, but what did Donovan do? He had it well scouted. You said before both of these men know each other extremely well. I can assure you that Donovan Morgan knew exactly how Daniels wanted to set that move up, and he countered it. Right now, Daniels with a nice reversal on Donovan Morgan. Donovan Morgan floats behind, shoots a reverse elbow into Daniels, going for that same move.
Oh, he did it again, but held on his top. He got him.
He did it. He just pinned the fallen angel, Christopher Daniels, in the middle of the ring.
Unbelievable here. As much as I can say I'm not shocked, I am shocked. I fully expected Christopher Daniels to come in here with the momentum he had going in from last month to win this match with Donovan Morgan. Donovan Morgan pins Christopher Daniels in the middle of the ring. And the big question now is will Christopher Daniels show some respect to a member of the Ring of Honor locker room and shake the hand of the man that just pinned him in the middle of the ring, Donovan Morgan.
Well, Steve, I don't know if you can call it an upset because a man with the credentials like Donovan Morgan, who has that reputation, he comes into the Ring of Honor and he is successful in his debut against Christopher Daniels. Let's hear what he has to say.
Wait just a second. Wait just a second.
Daniels has something to say. Wait a second. Christopher Daniels showing that there is some honor in that black heart of his.
Wait just a second.
Perhaps you spoke too soon.
I think I did.
Wait just a second. Now, Donovan, I'm not going to shake your hand tonight. I'm not shaking anybody's hand in this ring. Not because you're not a good athlete, but because the code of honor is a farce. I didn't call you in here to make fun of you or mock you in any way. I'm not going to shake your hand, but I'm going to do you one better. You pinned my shoulder to the mat tonight. That proves to everyone here and everyone in the locker room that you are a top talent.
He speaks the truth.
What that means is these backstabbing little punks in the locker room, punks like low key. Punks like the American Dragon.
You might be talking about you too, Donnie.
They're going to be coming for you, and they're not going to come at you face to face. They're going to come at you from behind. So what I'm saying is, Donovan Morgan, if you ever want anyone to watch your back against the backstabbing other people like Low Key or American Dragon, then the Fallen Angel is your guy.
Now, let me get this right. Is that like a partnership? But he still won't shake his hand. Christopher Daniels is strange.
wrestling jabronis.
It's about time you got here, Spanky.
Thanks for
Come on,
showing up,
let's go.
It's a big deal.
Come on, let's go. All right, guys. All you guys done a good job. Come a long way. Literally. I'm very proud of you, and so is Sean. All right? So we got this gauntlet match to see who's the best guy that came out of school.
Guys.
Hey, can you keep your mouth shut? Our trainer's trying to talk here. Have a little respect for once in your life. You gotta be.
Do you know
Rudy?
what respect is?
Yeah, you're.
I know what respect is. Do you know what respect is?
Shut up!
Do you know what respect is?
Hey, guys, hold on.
Do you know what respect is?
Cut it out, guys.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go out there and do your best. Do what you can do. Show these guys out here at ROH that you guys come out of the best school in the country.
Rudy, you're gonna be awful proud of me after I win this sucker.
Wait a second. Who says you're gonna win this thing?
I say I'm gonna win this thing.
Which amounts to nothing.
Wait, what makes you think that? We're gonna get in this match. Hey, I wasn't here last month.
Wait a second. I was in the original class with Sean. I'm the dark horse in this thing. If anybody's gonna win this thing and prove themselves, it's me. It's my time.
All y'all have made an impact in the business.
I break ankles.
Wait. How are we actually deciding who goes out first?
Yeah, that's a good question. Code Dragon.
I'll determine who goes out first.
You?
Perfect.
Why? Because you're the trainer?
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Yeah, because he's a trainer. Rudy, that's a great idea, pal.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Just
All
make sure this guy is out of here.
Yeah.
As long as it's fair and square, that's all I ask.
As you just saw, Paul London scored a big victory over John Hope. And now, the second man in this gauntlet match, Michael Shane hits the ring. He just walked by my best friend, Rudy Gonzalez. Donnie P, why does that man hate me so much? Well, Steve, it would take too long to answer that question, but one question I can answer right now is the beautiful woman sitting to my left, and that is Simply Luscious. Simply Luscious, it is great to have you sit in on this match. What are you doing here, baby?
Well, you saw me with Feinstein earlier. I didn't drive 30 hours here and 30 hours back to be deserted in the middle of a match by Prince Nana. So they had me try color commentary.
Oh, and you were doing so well. Well, Steve, if we can concentrate on the match, what is doing well is Paul London right now and Michael Shane. Michael Shane whips him to the ropes, a nice float over leapfrog on Paul London. Paul London hooks in what appears to be a powerbomb attempt and right down the spine of Michael Shane, but Michael Shane quick to capitalize, looking for the quick 3 count on Paul London. Paul London's not that bad.
Paul London is an incredible athlete. I've seen him do some unreal stuff in practice.
Well, Steve, I'm begging you to keep your mind on the match, please. Paul London should have kept his mind on the match. Michael Shane. The Rudy Boy teaching that too. Right there, Michael Shane seems to be capitalizing in the early moments of this match. Paul London has his work cut out for him if he thinks he's going to take the Heartbreak Gauntlet series. Then again, every person in this series, anyone could have won this one. I'll tell you what, Michael Shane is my pick. I think this kid's great. I think he's got a hell of a future ahead of him. Steve, what do you think of Michael Shane? I love Michael Shane. Michael Shane is a great athlete, and so is Paul London. But you know who is up next? Spanky. Spanky, who has history with both these men, Paul London and Michael Shane, especially Michael Shane. So you know what? I want to see Michael Shane defeat Paul London here. So he goes on, and they go on to wrestle Spanky, and the rivalry is so big there. And I know Rudy Boy sitting in the corner, Steve, because he knows I'm on color commentary. You obviously have some kind of personal grudge against Rudy Boy, and I don't know why. I've met the man once or twice, and he was more than cordial. But speaking of cordial, Michael Shane isn't being too cordial to Paul London right there. Paul London with a nice float over reverse schoolboy. Almost had a 3 count of Michael Shane. A nice Shane-like spear right in the middle of the ring. Paul London is down. Paul London ran through the fullbacks, the middlebacks, and everything. Then head on Rudy. One thing about all Shawn Michaels trainees, they go in the ring, they are 100%. They are very much like Shawn in that they don't waste any movement in the ring. One of Shawn's characteristics throughout his entire career is everything he did was articulated, everything he did was calculated. Much like Michael Shane is calculating how to put this Boston Crab on Paul London. And I'll tell you something else, Donnie B. All of Rudy Boy Gonzalez's students are looking for a break. Get it break like Chris Marvel's leg last month. You're reprehensible, Carino. Oh, I love it. Speaking of break, it looks like Michael Shane is trying to do just that to the leg of Paul London, and Paul London better reach that rope or this night might be over.
He may break his
as grumpy as ever because he knows that Michael Shane is actually the nephew of the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels, and he's not really a part of the Texas Wrestling Academy as much as Rudy Boy Gonzalez really wants him to. But Paul London, oh no, Paul London is the grade A student of Rudy Boy.
You obviously have some sort of Texas envy there, Steve. I don't know what your problem is.
Oh, no, I love these guys.
These guys are young, strong, fast, and good looking. Everything you're not, Carino. And I'll tell you what, Michael Shane right now is in full control of this match.
Paul London's going up top.
Paul London seems to be getting the advantage right here, and if he hits something off the top rope, he might have this 1-1. Right there seems to be stammering a bit on the top rope. What exactly is Paul London planning? Shooting star press.
It took too much time. Michael Shane now goes up to the top. This could be all. Paul London is out in the middle of the ring, barely moving here.
That's the problem with high risk. They don't call it high risk for nothing. If you miss it, you are done. And Michael Shane knows what's done. That elbow.
Big elbow, and he wins. That means we're going to see it. Michael Shane versus Spanky.
Michael Shane advances.
Donnie B. Oh, sexy, simply luscious. This is the one I've been waiting for. Shane and Spanky, they really hate each other.
Michael Shane and Spanky really don't like each other. I've seen him at practice. It's a shoot.
Oh, yes, it is a shoot.
Well, I don't know how anybody could not like Spanky. The man is young, he's energetic, he's vibrant, he's youthful, he's got everything going for him. He is a world-class athlete, much like Michael Shane. Well, I will say this, the boy is a bit off kilter. He is quite strange.
Oh, yeah, he's kind of out there. But you know what? When it comes to wrestling, he psychs out his opponents. But Michael Shane, he's all about just getting the job done. Oh, these guys are great. This is going to be so hard-hitted.
Whoa! Spanky with a nice spank right in the cheek of Michael Shane. And Michael Shane lets him know about it with a nice knife edge right to the chest. And Spanky and Shane are trading chops left and right. I would not want to stand in front of Michael Shane while he was chopping me like that. But Spanky, I don't know if it's ignorance or fear, but one of the two is coming into play because he is not backing down.
Oh, and he just knocked Spanky down. And talking about knocking down, why does Rudy hate me so much, Luscious?
Now, see, Rudy didn't have a problem with you until you made those comments about Chris Marvel's injury at the last show.
I mean, it was a tough break for the kid. How about giving me a break right on my...
Steve, maybe Rudy hates you because you don't know how to sit back and call a match properly instead of hitting on the young woman to my left. But what he is hitting right there, Spanky just hit a beautiful headbutt to the midsection of Michael Shane. And Spanky is on the top rope looking for one of those high-flying maneuvers that only he can do. Michael Shane scattered it very well and moved out of the way.
You are hotter than fish grease.
Thank you, Steve. I've been told that many times during the course of my life. But right there, Michael Shane did hit a beautiful knee drop right there ahead of Spanky.
You know what hotel I'm in? You want to come see me? I'm former world champion. Come on, baby.
Michael Shane on top of Spanky right now with almost a 3 count. Spanky was quick enough. He was right down underneath.
Where are you going?
Steve, I'm not here to be hit on. I'm leaving.
Where are you going?
But I got an 11-inch. Hey, whoa, Carino, please concentrate on the matchup.
Call me. She likes me.
I'm sure she does. But who doesn't like you is Spanky right now because you're forgetting that he is on top of Michael Shane, who is on top of the top rope. Spanky right now has Michael Shane exactly where it wants. Michael Shane is in a world of hurt outside that ring, and this is where Spanky is at his best.
Okay, think about Roseanne Barr. Think about Roseanne Barr. Think about... Okay, I'm back.
Excuse me?
Okay. No, I needed
to... The Ring of Honor, not the Ring of Horror. Please don't make those references again, Steve.
Spanky back up there. Talking about... Never mind. Spanky has the advantage here on Michael Shane. Oh, what's Rudy? I think he gave him 4 object.
No, he didn't. Rudy Boy did what every good trainer does. He went over and looked after one of his chargers. He made sure he was all right, but it's a little too late. Michael Shane is busted open outside the ring right now.
He's lacerated. You know what probably happened? Probably Michael Shane said something to Rudy Boy, and Rudy Boy cut him with a key. That's the way Rudy Boy works.
Either that or when Michael Shane fell on his head outside the ring, which is probably more truthful because we saw it. That's what busted him open, Steve. I don't know what you saw, but what I see is Spanky dominating Michael Shane right now.
Well, Donnie, we got 2 different monitors, so there is a possibility we saw different things.
Right now, Spanky's all over Michael Shane, shoots him back in the middle of the ring, and Michael Shane is rapidly losing that life-giving plasma through the cut in his forehead. And if he does not take strides to end this match quickly, Spanky will be victorious, and I can assure you Michael Shane will not be a happy camper with that one.
Well, Donnie B, if you remember right, Spanky was busted open huge last month. A cut that took 7 stitches to heal. And you know what? He's happy now that he broke his most hated opponent. Michael Shane, oh my goodness, to the floor.
That almost sent Spanky back into the first row. I'll tell you what, Michael Shane is letting it all hang out. He see the energy running out in the form of that red blood, and Michael Shane right now has got to take action.
You know what? I'm surprised Rudy Boy didn't go by and cut Spanky too.
Well, a lot of people may or may not know this, but both of these men are so evenly matched. They both want to be the new showstopper. They both want to be the next big thing in professional wrestling. Either one of these two could be the new showstopper, and that has been the cause of their rivalry since the day they laid eyes on each other.
And both of these men are giving it 110% right now, and they both know that no matter what, if they win, they have to wrestle the American Dragon. Beautiful move this gauntlet match. Spanky is a very good thinker. Spanky is always thinking a couple moves ahead, but he was just a little bit smarter there than Michael Shane.
You know what the irony here is, Steve? For a man that is completely nuts, Spanky is actually very smart.
That's right. I mean, he may be nuts to the people. He may be nuts to the boys. He may be nuts to Rudy Boy Gonzalez. I'd really like to show Simply Luscious my...
Whoa, Steve, please. What we'd like to show everybody here is this matchup, so please concentrate on it. Michael Shane is getting pounded left and right by Spanky. Spanky is an angry young man. As a matter of fact, I have never met anyone in my life that has so much inner angst in them as Spanky does. This man is a ticking time bomb. Spanky is not playing with a full deck. He is a few sandwiches short of a picnic basket, so to speak, and this man one day will explode, and sooner or later, the world will see exactly what is inside of Spanky. As a matter of fact, when Pearl Jam made the video for Jeremy, I think they had Spanky in mind.
Oh yeah, Spanky definitely has some issues. This kid might as well work at the post office for the ticking time bomb that he is. But you know what? Michael Shane, on the other hand, is a thinker, and he can't stand everything that Spanky stands for. You know, the jumping around. Did you see the Pennsylvania State Athletic Commissioner Frank Talent? Did you see the disrespect that Spanky showed him? Michael Shane hates that stuff. Did you see how when Rudy Boy was giving all the big instructions in the gauntlet match, Spanky was sitting there, just kind of making fun of his trainer. But Michael Shane hates all that, and this is why these guys can't stand being in the car with each other. And did you know what else? Spanky flew to the show tonight, and Michael Shane had to drive.
Well, that's a course of hate for anybody. Let me tell you, if I had to drive to a show or fly, I'd fly any day of the week. But Spanky's flying high all the time. He is definitely not on cloud nine. Spanky is out there in left field, but I'll tell you what, it seems to work for him. That's the key to a successful wrestler. They got to get a style and run with it. Spanky seems to be a high flyer. He seems to be one of these guys that does not mind taking two punches to get one in, and sooner or later that style's going to pay off. You might not be walking straight a few years from now, but Spanky's letting it all hang out in the Ring of Honor.
And let me tell you something, Donnie B. There's something really going in the mind of Michael Shane. Michael Shane is not under contract here at Ring of Honor. Spanky is. That means that Spanky gets his trans paid for. That means Spanky gets flown. He gets put up in the Holiday Inn. Sweet, I may say. Michael Shane says that he deserves that contract because he wasn't pinned in that match for the contract. But Spanky, Michael Shane, they just keep going at it. It doesn't matter. Michael Shane wants a contract. Spanky's got it. Everything that they want, each other has. They're just pure Chelsea. And a huge clothesline there by Michael Shane.
Nice clothesline by Michael Shane, but I'll tell you what, Spanky is a student of the game. Spanky has learned from the greats like Roddy Piper, Chris Benoit, William Regal, and a man that is renowned as his teacher, Tracy Smothers, has even gotten into the ring and taught Spanky how to hook it up. And Michael Shane right now seems to be on the receiving end of all those lessons learned. Nice skin to cap by Spanky. Oh, he is met size 13 right in the face. There is no clear-cut scientific way to call that. The only thing I can say is welcome to my feet from Michael Shane to Spanky.
And Michael Shane over top.
Nice halo suicide dive by Michael Shane to the outside on Spanky. And I tell you what, Spanky just went spunk right on the floor.
What's Rudy Boy doing? It's not Chris Marvel. His leg didn't break, you big fat oaf.
Whoa, easy, Steve. Rudy Boy is doing what every good trainer should do. He's looking after his prodigies. He's looking after his charges. He's making sure that each man is still able to continue. A good trainer.
Come on, Donnie B. He just wants his 15%. Most agents get 10%. Rudy Boy Gonzalez gets 15% of these guys' wages. That's crap. That's the only reason he cared about Marvel. Oh, I'm getting more and more ticked off.
Well, I don't know why you're getting so bent out of shape, Steve. These two young men are showing exactly the kind of fortitude that it took to become part of the Shawn Michaels Heartbreak Gauntlet, what it took to become one of the members of his school, and right there, a nice reverse acid drop type maneuver by Spanky onto Michael Shane. Michael Shane appears to be out of it. Don't forget that before this match, Michael Shane just got done wrestling a hellacious battle against Paul London.
That's right, and you know what? When you're wrestling 2-3 times a night, you start to lose it all. You start to go crazy. situation or a match that you have to wrestle more than once. I mean, it's unbelievable the amount of psychological warfare that it does to the brain. And when you have a brain like a Spanky, who's not all there to begin with, this is kind of his match. Well, to quote Spanky exactly, Spanky is just what he'd be in real life if he were drunk 24 hours a day. And this young man appears to be that right now. He is on rubber leg, but he is still going 110%. Michael Shane up to the top rope. This could be that big elbow drop. He could be using the same maneuver he put Paul London away with, but he seems a little shaky up there. That is a direct result of all the blood loss. You cannot lose blood for 10 minutes and still retain your balance. Right there, Michael Shane fell off the top rope. Exactly what I was just saying. The blood loss left to it. He could not control himself, Steve, just much like I'm losing my voice. Donnie B, let me tell you something. A man that has bled as much as I have in the 8 years that I've been in professional wrestling, you have to learn how to fight when you're bleeding. You have to learn when you have multiple lacerations on either your head, your mouth, your arm, your back. You have to learn how to fight with that. And Michael Shane has not experienced something like that. Look at his forehead. He's a pretty boy. He's a good-looking guy. I mean, if I was a girl, I'd probably date him. Oh, and he just super kicks Spanky right out of his shoe. That's Simply Luscious later on when I see it. But what I will repeat is that Michael Shane just laid in a beautiful super kick onto the face of Spanky. But my point being, Donnie B, is not that I was trying to get Michael Shane's phone number. I am going to try to get Luscious's later, but Michael Shane is not used to bleeding, so he's not used to fighting with a laceration on his head. And that is a big advantage for Spanky right now. Right here, what is the disadvantage is Michael Shane taking so long. He should be on top of Spanky like white on rice. He is taking too long, sizing up that super kick. Right there, Spanky kicked off right to the turnbuckle. Michael Shane goes for the full Nelson. Spanky reverses it. Has top chancery control right now of Michael Shane. Unbelievable. There's the finish. He got it. Oh my God. Got it. Gotta be it. Mike Heater position. 3 counts. 3 count by Spanky. Spanky is showing why he has a contract in Ring of Honor. Michael Shane put up a great fight. One hell of a fight. But Spanky is going on to face American Dragon in this gauntlet. And American Dragon, when he gets to the ring, that means there's going to be some hard kicks. And that move right there, that was the sliced bread number 2 by Spanky. That is one of his patented finishing maneuvers. And I got to say, Spanky cannot have much left after a grueling match like that. There's no way on earth he can be fresh enough to go against a fresh American Dragon. Right now, these two men square off, and it looks like Spanky may have caught his second win, but he's going to need more than that to square off against the Dragon. And Spanky is in Ring of Honor to make his name and become not just a main player, but the major player here in Ring of Honor. And Dragon better be ready. He better be on all 6 gauges of his arsenal, because Spanky is going to show everybody. He wants to show the world why he's the top guy here at Ring of Honor. Well, I'll tell you what, we have definitely not seen the last of Spanky versus Michael Shane in Ring of Honor. When they announced that match, I myself would like a front row ticket for that one. Ring of Honor, Shane, Spanky, I want to see it again. But right now what we are seeing is the American Dragon versus Spanky, and these two will leave it all in the middle of the ring. I met these two young men about 6 or 7 months ago, and I have been following their career ever since then, and they get better each and every single day. The American Dragon, just barely 20 years old, same with Spanky, and these two men act like they've been wrestling for 40 years, Steve. I have never seen, and this is the shoot, I have never seen a young man with as much poise in and out of the ring and carry himself as dignified as the American Dragon does. Yeah. American Dragon's great. I will not deny that. But Spanky here, just a big win over Michael Shane. The guy has been coming up with big wins month in and month out. And I'll tell you what, American Dragon may kick hard. He may know how to throw you in submissions, but Spanky is so crazy, he's not going to tap. Spanky's so crazy, he's not going to let you put him. I'll tell you what, I'll go on record right now and say Spanky will win this match. Well, we were talking earlier before, right now as Spanky has him down to that nice beautiful bridge, it looks like the Dragon, that's the key to the Dragon's success, is his cardiovascular training, much like Christopher Daniels, which I mentioned before. He was able to bridge right there as Spanky was looking to drop down right into the midsection. Just so happens to be the midsection is probably the strongest point of the American Dragon. But like I was just alluding to, you talk about oil and water not mixing, American Dragon and Spanky, there could not be two more polar opposites than these two. I have no idea how these two men even walk into the same building as each other. This is pure oil and water. This is
Vinegar and piss, man, right here. These two, I don't know how these two coexist.
You know what? That's what makes professional wrestling great. That's what makes Ring of Honor so great. You can throw guys that are oil and vinegar, as you say, or oil and water, or vinegar and piss, no matter what kind of analogy you want to use. You can throw these guys in the ring, and you know what it's going to mix into? One hell of a match. I am going to go and say that American Dragon versus Spanky is going to be one hell of a contest, one hell of an athletic contest. This ain't sports entertainment, Donnie B. This is Ring of Honor. This is hard-hitting pro wrestling. Both Spanky and American Dragon know that. They know it. It's not just about winning. It's about being on top here. Right there, who's on top of Spanky with that nice side headlock as Dragon goes to shoot him off, quickly reverses and grabs the standing arm bar, and it looks like he has full control of Spanky. What's unique about that maneuver is from that maneuver, you can jockey your opponent to any position in the ring you want, and what Dragon did was very smart. He brought Spanky down to the mat, clamped those thighs around his head, and right now Spanky is gasping for every bit of air that he can. That's right. If you look at American Dragon is in great shape, and he knows that if he can get Spanky's head and keep him in like a head scissors, or keep him in a headlock, or a chin lock, or a front chin lock, he knows that he can wear Spanky down, because remember, Spanky just wrestled 10 minutes with Michael Shane, and there's a big hard chop from American Dragon.
American Dragon specializes in stiff chops, stiff kicks, nice submission holds, all that stuff. Very, very well versed in the Japanese style, very well versed in the lucha style. What American Dragon does that impresses me so much is, unlike so many young competitors today at the ripe old age of 20, gotta remember that. But I tell you what, American Dragon at only 20 years old, he takes his time in the middle of the ring, much like he did with that body slam on Spanky and that reverse flying elbow right there. He takes his time in the middle of the ring. He picks and chooses his spots. He doesn't go in there and explode 30 seconds and waste his load right there. American Dragon knows what he's doing. He gets on top of somebody. He keeps pounding and pounding until he has him beat. Right there, Spanky lands on his feet like a cat, almost in disbelief.
And American Dragon, as you will know, and as anybody that's wrestled him will know, there's no work in his work ethic. He is hard-hitting. He is as stiff as they come. When you go in there, oh my goodness, he just fell.
That's just the characteristics of being dehydrated or tired right now. I'll tell you what, Spanky's been in this ring for close to 20 minutes right now, first against Michael Shane, now the Dragon, and if you make a cardinal mistake like that against the likes of American Dragon, you will pay.
And look, American Dragon is one of those rare wrestlers that can hit you as hard left-handed as he does right-handed.
Another quality that's overlooked in today's American Dragon is ambidextrous, but I hope he can fall to the right as good as he can to the left, because that would have saved him from falling very hard on the outside, which he just did. Spanky in the middle of the ring now seems to be getting his third wind of the night, and I'll tell you what, he's going to need it, because this match can go either way right about now.
And Spanky hit a hard elbow shot to American Dragon's jaw. American Dragon it may be good that he fell off the ring apron so he can get a little breather, because that was a hard elbow. And now Spanky has taken American Dragon to the floor and onto the barricade, and that does not bode well for the American Dragon.
Once again, Spanky shoots Dragon back in the ring, and the thing about Spanky is the longer the match goes on, the more cold, calculated he becomes. I'm telling you what, like I said before, this man is not playing with a full deck. I, with my own very eyes, back in October, witnessed this man go out in Alaska in 30 degrees below zero, wearing nothing more than tank top and shorts, walk across from a gymnasium, buy a Milky Way candy bar at a gas station, and walk triumphantly back to the gymnasium as if he had just conquered Rome. The seven of us just looked at each other, very puzzled, and wondered to ourselves, what exactly is Spanky thinking? Obviously, he's not thinking at all.
And you know what? As you see, as the match progresses, you don't see the crazy Spanky. So maybe he's not as crazy as you think. Maybe this guy is just smarter than the average man. You know great thinkers that have been smart but also been a little crazy. The Scott Levy's, the guys like that you may think are crazy, but in reality are very smart. I would put Spanky on that same level as a guy that may be a little crazy, but he may be crazy like Fox.
Steve, I can assure you that in his craziest day, Scott Levy did not walk through snow in his underwear for nourishment in Alaska. No matter what you say, I can assure you of that. And what is crazy is the amount of energy that Spanky is expending right now in the American Dragon. This guy has a bottomless pit of energy. He is non-stop. I have never seen a young man with this much intestinal fortitude. Lesser men would have been beaten already. The American Dragon is doing everything he can, including that. Which all threw him by his neck. Oh my God, he pretty much threw him across the ring by his neck.
And Donnie B, I really haven't wanted to say this for the last 10 minutes because of the action that's been going on. But Spanky's pants have been split open wide, wider than Michael Shane's head. And you know what? It's kind of funny.
Yes, I was going to remark about that before, but being I know that you're sexually charged right now from the appearance of Simply Luscious, I didn't want to give you any fodder, especially when it involved the derriere of Spanky.
Well, Spanky does have nice woman hair, but nonetheless, American Dragon just kicked the laughter right out of Spanky right there. And Spanky, ripped pants and all, he's going to the top rope. Thank God he's got underwear on, because this man wants to fly.
Whoa! Oh, he just flew right down into the forearm of the American Dragon, who's calling for another one. This could be one of those roaring forearms that the Dragon is so famous.
Oh! Did you hear the
nice running elbow right to the jaw, Spanky?
But Spanky keeps getting up.
I don't know if it's out of sheer brilliance or sheer ignorance, but one of the two has definitely come into the play in the latter stages of this match. American Dragon whipped across the ring, up and over on Spanky. Dragon hooks the reverse. Spanky back around. I tell you what, I can barely keep up with this. This is unbelievable.
Oh. And he dropped him with a belly-to-back suplex right on his head. That may be the wrong trouble, and he's not getting up now.
American Dragon is doing everything he can to put Spanky away here, but there is no quitting this young man. You know, sometimes you run across a rare breed of athlete that is so arrogant, so conceited, so cocky, that you cannot wait to see him fall off the mantle. But this kind of athlete is the one that usually excels, and I think that's the case with Spanky, who just got that big boot up in the face of the Dragon.
Donnie B, you sound like you just described the man that trained Spanky, the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels. He was just like that, as arrogant as he was. Everybody wanted to see him get beat up, but he kept getting up, he kept getting back, and that's what he's taught these kids. These kids don't know how to say quit. These guys go to it until they can't take any more, and that's what the Texas Wrestling Academy is all about, and that's why the guys at Ring of Honor are so pleased to have these guys in the locker room, even if Spanky's a little straight.
Oh, nice block. Spanky just went for the side suplex on Dragon. Dragon was able to wiggle himself free, and Spanky dropped him straight down. That was the sheer brilliance by Spanky.
You know what else is great? We haven't seen Rudy Boy in a long time.
And Spanky spun out of it and dropped the knee right to the mid-nose of the American Dragon.
That's a big nose.
It certainly is. You know what they say about a man with a big nose?
He smells a lot?
No, he's got a big nose. Right now, Spanky back in control of the matchup, but he's got American Dragon in his front face lock. And it looks like, yes, snap suplex by Spanky. I don't know where this kid's getting the energy.
That's right. I mean, Spanky's been in that ring for almost 25 minutes now. This guy is not said quit. This guy is not even breathing heavy. He's tired. He's beat up, but he knows that he wants to win this gauntlet. He's already under contract here at Ring of Honor. He knows another big win could make him the top player, the top star, the showstopper, if you will, here at Ring of Honor.
I'll tell you what, Spanky is letting it all hang out literally in the middle of the ring, and when it does come time for him to re-up here in the Ring of Honor, I think they should include an extra pair of pants for Spanky, because he's starting to fall apart. He's leaving me in stitches.
Well, when you're under contract, you're making the bigger money. You can afford to get new pants, and I think he's going to get new pants after. Oh, he may not need them now.
Maybe after he wakes up, he can get a new pair of pants or something else to go with that ass whooping he just got from the American Dragon. A beautiful belly-to-back, picture-perfect backdrop suplex by the Dragon.
Unbelievable. Spanky's another one that may have to go to ROHWrestling.com or RFvideo.com in order this video and wonder what in the hell he got knocked out.
He's going to need it just to remember, but what he doesn't need to remember is how to kick out, which he just did successfully after that pin attempt by the American Dragon was foiled.
I wonder if I call 215-891-9404 that video Simply Luscious.
No.
You sure?
No. I'm giving you a preemptive match, Dean. American Dragon with a nice back brain kick to Spanky, which may have even jarred those marbles looser than they already are.
I wonder if she's got a website.
Oh! Nice Yakuza kick right to the face of Spanky.
Cool. And he keeps kicking out. This kid is somehow way to second round line.
This may be the point in the match where American Dragon thinks about hooking in one of those patented submission holds that he is famous for. It looks like Spanky is out on his feet as the Dragon attempts what may be a powerbomb. High angle powerbomb right down to the back of Spanky.
That could be all. Spanky keeps kicking out.
My God, I have no idea where this kid is getting this energy, but if you want to be the showstopper, if you want to be the man that everybody points a finger to when he comes walking through the curtain, then you are going to have to do exactly what Spanky is doing right now. Spanky is showing exactly why he has earned the moniker of being one of the few men on this planet trained by Shawn Michaels.
He blocks there. Spanky going for slice bread number 2. He got it! He got it! American
Slice bread number 2 out of nowhere.
He just landed on the top of his head. he just hit American Dragon with, but American Dragon kicked out, still going. American Dragon seems unbeatable right now. Spanky goes to the thing. Oh, he took a boot to the face for that.
Oh, nice roaring forearm to Spanky's left face. My God, he almost knocked his face right off his face.
Thank God he's not two-faced. Oh, look at it. He's picking his limp body off the mat. This
Spanky
could be
in a
all.
variation of the full Nelson right there. Looks like, Dragon suplex.
Beautiful bridge, but
And Spanky gets his left foot on the middle rope.
that is the mark of a great professional wrestler. Know where you're at every moment.
I'm not sure if that was a mistake or not, Steve. I think Spanky was out on his feet and that left foot just happened to travel onto that middle rope.
Any normal wrestler, I would say yes. Maybe it was a mistake, but these guys were trained by a man that held the World Wrestling Federation heavyweight title 3 times. The Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. These guys are taught to know where you're at any moment in that match. American Dragon hit him with a great dragon suplex, but Spanky knew where he was at, had enough poise and enough heart to just go.
Right here, what is this? He's going
Number 2 again.
off the top rope this time. There is no way the Dragon's going to kick out of that.
They got him. Spanky wins. Spanky wins. Here's the man. Spanky, a huge win here over not only an American Dragon, but Michael Shane. This man is unbelievable. Spanky, the man that's under contract here in Ring of Honor.
Right now, because word is spreading through the locker room, there will be 4 tournaments on June 22nd with the 4 winners to advance to July 27th and a 1-hour Iron Man match for the first Ring of Honor Championship.
The first Ring of Honor Championship will be decided on July 27th. That's unbelievable. This is going to be great action. June 22nd, it starts with 4 tournaments, with 4 winners, and then advance for a 1-hour Iron Man match to see who will be the first Ring of Honor champion. This is going to be unbelievable. It's Spanky right now picking up American Dragons. Thank you very much. Spanky shakes the hand of American Dragon. 2 big wins here by Spanky. Let he's got something else to say. He's proved that he is.
I want you to listen up. And all my little steak dudes.
I'm a dude.
This knowledge was just the first step on the road to my Ring of Honor championship.
He just mentioned the championship.
Right now, I'm throwing your stinky name in the hat. Come on, Dragon. You got any words to say to the showstopper?
He just called himself the showstopper.
Spanky has just declared himself the new showstopper of professional wrestling, a moniker that he has definitely earned.
Oh my goodness.
You know, say,
Great wrestler and on the promo. He's got to come to my camp, not Rudy's.
a showstopper, all you want. But you know what, Spanky?
What's that?
This is the first time in a major show that you ever beat me.
He's got a point.
And if you can nominate yourself to be in the...
I mean, he's got a point. Spanky has never defeated American Dragon before. So, what do we have here?
Chris Daniels seems to be rearing his ugly head to this.
And I can nominate myself to be in the title tournament too.
fighting words.
In the Ring of Honor, it's not up to you who wrestles who. It's not up to me who wrestles who. It's up to the clowns in the back. But you better hope you don't pull my name in the
Xavier's in the ring now. Tell me he wants to throw his name in the hat.
This is about honor, and it will be my honor to throw my name into this tournament.
That's flag now. Flag guys have thrown their name in. Jay Briscoe's in the ring. He ain't the prettiest, but he did get a big win tonight. That's 6. Who else? Is that Prince Nana? I think it is. He's got my shower curtain on. Tell me he wants to throw his crown in.
But this thing
Speaking to his loyal fans, Prince Nana. The people love Prince Nana, Donnie B. Just see them. The man is royalty. Oh no.
Right now, it's pretty much the last person Daniels wants to see come into this tournament. I'll tell you what.
Heck yeah. And at the 8th man in that ring, the most intense man, the angel of pro wrestling death, Low Key, has just entered the ring, and he may enter his name into the hat for the Ring of Honor tournament.
Careful now, he'll bite that finger right off.
Don't want to do that.
sign of disrespect in the hoods of Ghana.
He's got something to say. Somebody find Nana's jaw. Who wants a piece of Low-Key?
Not Nana.
Every single thing that you have done here in the Ring of Honor has led you
future.
The Black Nature Boy.
Low-key doesn't laugh, though. I didn't think it was genetically possible for Low-key to laugh. I don't know if he thinks he's funny or if it's a sign of disrespect.
This rivalry is intense.
You have brought the sport back into professional wrestling. And you have given me, as well as everyone else in this building, memories that will last forever. Every battle that we have had has been memorable. But none as the previous
What is your problem? Nobody's lost more freaking matches than me, and you're gonna cry about it? You can't find a partner you can trust? You can't beat that? I'll tell you what. Leave it to me. I'll find your goddamn partner.
Ladies and gentlemen, Steve #1 weighing in
Yes, a night of appreciation here for one Eddie Guerrero, a man that has overcome so much, not only to be back in World Wrestling Entertainment, to be right here in South Philadelphia for Ring of Honor, to be the Amazing Reds partner against the SAT of Jose and Joel Maximo. This is an emotional night for not just Eddie Guerrero and the three other men in the ring, but for everybody in attendance, everybody in the back, and both me and you, Donnie B.
Well, right now, as these two men square off a little back history, I don't know how many people are aware of this, but both Jose and Joel have both scored pinfall victories over Red of the SAT, and Mikey Whipwreck, their founder and teacher, thought to himself that he had to go out and pick a partner that Red could trust. And who did he find? None other than Eddie Guerrero, the WWE Intercontinental Champion. Red and Eddie Guerrero versus Joe and Jose. Enough said.
And you can just feel the emotion in the ring right now in the crowd. You have to really experience this live to really get a feel of what emotion is going on in these four athletes right now, and these over 400 fans, and the 30 guys in the locker room. This is something. This is greatness. This has the makings of something really special here.
Jumping head scissors, two arm drags, and a scissor kick by Red on Jose Maximo. And right now, Red is backed up into the corner, and Jose is a house of fire all over Red. But Eddie Guerrero has been tagged into the ring. Right now, a nice double team effort by Red with the satellite head scissors on Jose Maximo. Joel in the middle of the ring right now, and Eddie is all over Joel Maximo like a storm breaker.
Eddie Guerrero cleaning house of the Maximo brothers. And listen to the crowd appreciate with chants of Eddie.
I'll tell you what, this crowd has come out tonight very strong, very vocal for that man Eddie Guerrero. They know the demons that he has overcome. They know he has been to hell and back. Eddie Guerrero is a man's man. He is what a professional athlete means in the year 2002 in this industry. The Maximos have their work cut out for them if they expect to overcome Eddie Guerrero and Red.
That's right. Just look at this man, Eddie Guerrero. The history is well known of what this man has gone through. This man has been released from the World Wrestling Federation, now World Wrestling Entertainment. He went through personal demons. This man has fought through it the right way. When most men would have crumbled, Eddie Guerrero overcame, and we are all proud of Eddie Guerrero. Not just us, but the boys in the locker room, the boys in the ring, and every fan that is watching this tape, every fan that's in attendance right now, are so proud of that man, Eddie Guerrero.
Well, while we have a moment, Steve and the Maximos have Guerrero down on the mat, I just want to mention I've been handed a bulletin. Some more names that have been added to the Ring of Honor Championship tournament set for June 22nd. Three of the premier athletes from Britain, Jody Fleisch, Johnny Storm, and Doug Williams have all been added to this incredible tournament on June 22nd. In addition, the new effing show, Jerry Lynn, from NWA Wildside, AJ Styles.
That is unbelievable. AJ Styles, former World Heavyweight Champion Jerry Lynn, Jody Fleisch, Johnny Storm, Doug Williams, all added to this this Ring of Honor title tournament that starts on June 22nd in South Philadelphia.
I'll tell you what, you do not want to miss this. This tournament will be memorable in the fact that each man will have to advance from their bracket to advance to the 1 hour Ironman title final on July 27th. These 4 men will fight in a 1 hour 4-way Ironman match, which will determine the first Ring of Honor championship. And I can assure you this, each and every man in this title tournament wants to be that champion, but the only thing Jose Maximo wants is out of that Boston crowd that Eddie Guerrero has him in.
And also, Ring of Honor makes their Boston debut on August 24th. See what educated, diehard fans and experts and critics are raving about. This isn't hype, it's fact. It's Ring of Honor.
Ring of Honor. For ticket information for any of these shows, 215-891-9404. Visit them over at the web at ringofhonorwrestling.com or rfvideo.com. And Steve, did I mention Ring of Honor and RF Video has over 4,500 tapes available?
That's right, most of them are in my living room right now, but over 4,500 tapes from rfvideo.com. Click on, call them, Ring of Honor, rfvideo.com, the #1 source for professional wrestling.
ROHWrestling.com is where it's at, and where it's at is in the middle of the ring. And where we are at is Eddie Guerrero with a side headlock on one of the Maximos. Jose right now trying valiantly to fight out of that side headlock. Eddie switches it, a nice beautiful standing switch of the headlock on Jose Maximo. Nice short flipper forearm to the face, and he is working and breaking down Jose Maximo, who desperately needs to tag his brother.
Eddie Guerrero, one of the rare pro wrestlers of today that is always in control of his body, whether he's on the defense or whether on the offense. Eddie Guerrero always has control, always knows where he's at, and that's what makes him such a tough guy to beat. And a man at 5'10" and 215 pounds, he may not look like the biggest guy, but you can put him up against the biggest guy and he'll always win, because Eddie Guerrero is a thinking man's wrestler, a consummate professional. Eddie Guerrero is the guy that if I had a #1 draft pick, Eddie Guerrero would be it.
Well, right there, a beautiful reverse dragon sleeper bow and arrow combination by the Maximos on Eddie Guerrero, who shit-can went right out of the middle of the ring with so much disrespect as they concentrate on Eddie Guerrero. And that move, my friend, can come back and haunt you, because Red has many moves in his arsenal, like the infrared and other things of that nature, which can strike out of nowhere and put you down for a 3 count. Right now, Jose Maximo backs Eddie in the corner, keeping the other Maximo in the ring nice and fresh. This is the strategy that Eddie and Ray should try to employ if they hope to be victorious against the battling Maximos.
That's right, and you know the Amazing Red has told Eddie Guerrero all about the Maximos. He has told them, because you know what, the Maximos and the the Maximos and the Amazing Red, they live together, they breathe together, they train together, they drive together. These guys are always together, they know each other inside and out, and I'm sure the Amazing Red has had talks with Eddie Guerrero and told them all the insides of what the Maximos teamwork is all about.
Well, right now, that beautiful backbridge suplex that Eddie was not able to hold him down, so Joel Maximo is back up to the top rope. I'm sorry, that is Jose Maximo going to the top rope right now. He could be setting him up for perhaps an elbow drop, something of that nature, but no, Eddie Guerrero is up. Another short flipper to the side of the face of Maximo, and Eddie himself is going for a superplex.
Eddie's going way up top, a super duperplex, and he may turn this into the Brainbuster.
Oh, nice standing superplex off the top on Jose Maximo of the SATs. If ever there was a time where Eddie needed to tag in the fresh man, this is it. Red is outside the ring, actually standing on the bottom rope, chomping at the bit, ready to get in the ring and exact revenge on the 2 men who have both scored pinfall victories, him on his career in the Ring of Honor. Nice standing somersault kick by Red up into a backflip. Nice. Oh! Joel Maximo is down.
Shooting star! Red shooting star press!
Red star press only was able to keep him down for a 2 count. I think Joel is a little fresh right now for a move like that to work. He's a little bit bigger than Red. He easily kicked out of that. I think maybe if Red would have waited a few more minutes, he might have had a better chance of scoring a victory.
The Amazing Red is just that, simply amazing. Jose Maximo, who has about a 40-pound weight advantage, knows Red, knows what he can do. And this is, oh, and he just countered.
I think it's a little more than 40, Steve. Take a look at Joel. He's been bulking up. He's been beefing up. He's going to change his name soon, probably to the Samoan Assault Team if he keeps getting any bigger.
With you there, the Amazing Red Red dropped on the back of his head here. Joel Maximo is going to try to, and he does tag Jose Maximo, and they keep Red in their corner.
This is smart strategy. If I were them, I would do the exact same thing. Get these two guys to move a little bit faster than Joel. He's more of a match for Red. If I were them, I would concentrate on Red. The last thing I'd like to see in that ring is Eddie Guerrero. A beautiful standing snap suplex on the body of Red, who was able to kick out at 2.
Well, Jose Maximo should know better. The man that was trained by former world heavyweight champion Mikey Whipwreck should have hooked the leg right there. He knows that Red, the resiliency of Red, he should have hooked the leg, and maybe they could have had a 1, 2, 3 count. And even though that the Maximos are an established tag team, it would have been a major upset defeating the Amazing Red and Eddie Guerrero.
Nice side jumping baseball slide kick to the face of Red right there. I think right now the Maximos are working like a well-oiled machine. They have the match well in control. All they need to do is keep working like this, and they should ensure themselves a victory. Nice double team maneuver here. Wheelbarrow Ocean Cyclone suplex on Red. Hits the mark right in the middle of the ring.
Jose Maximo, the legal guy in the ring. Eddie Guerrero breaks up the pin.
Well, that's very uncharacteristic of Eddie in a type of this match. It's kind of a matchup, but I'll tell you what, Eddie wants to win. He's got the heart of a lion. No matter what he's done in his life, he is still a competitor. Eddie Guerrero is tough as nails, almost as tough as that backflip right there.
Did you hear the impact of Red's face slapping against the bottom of Jose Maximo's boot? Eddie Guerrero once again saving his partner, the Amazing Red.
Not only did I hear it, I assure you, Red felt it. And what Red is feeling right now is the wrath of these Maximos. Both of these men have scored pinfall victories on Red in their short careers here in the Ring of Honor. And I can assure you, that is the fuel that is firing this young man named Red right now during this matchup as he goes up in the air and down to the mat hard into a Boston Crab pendulum by the Maximos.
Oh, look at that. That's pain personified. Oh, and he just dropped the leg right on the back of the Amazing Red's neck. This could be a Finnegan in position.
The adjective amazing is very aptly put in this one because it's going to be amazing if Red is able to stand up straight after being hit in the back of the head with a leg drop like that. I can tell you what, he is going to be his chiropractor's best friend this week.
And Donnie B, you saw the boys from the locker room are all out. They're all upstairs. They walked away from the monitor. They want to see this live and in living color for themselves because they appreciate not only the talent, oh my goodness, the talent of Eddie Guerrero, but every member of this tag team match right now.
Nice standstill spin wheel backflip kick by Red right into the face of Jose Maximo, who himself needs to make a tag. Joel, I'm sorry, is inching towards the corner. Even I'm bamboozled by this one. This one is moving faster than I ever thought it would. Nice side kick.
Guerrero, house of fire now. Hard, quick right hand. Like European form. Huge chop.
Eddie is beating Maximo down like he owes him rent. Right now, Guerrero into the corner. Nice front kick right to the solar plexus.
Guerrero back.
Eddie's setting him up for that patented brain buster, which is usually the prelude to the frog splash. The brain buster usually followed up by the frog splash. Let's see if Guerrero hit it.
You see Mark Briscoe, Low Key, Mafia, Paul London.
All the boys right there, Steve, what they're doing, that's a sign of respect. They want to come out and personally pay respect. The entire locker room wants to pay respect to Eddie Guerrero simply because he
turned it in. Joey almost got him.
Eric Corrado rolled through by the Maximo. He's looking for another roll-up right now, and Eddie.
A 2 count there on the WWE Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion, but Eddie Guerrero cuts him down with a clothesline.
Eddie Guerrero cuts down Jose Maximo with a clothesline, but I can assure you this young man has earned all the apples in his basket tonight
and Eddie
because
Guerrero
he has scored 2 near pinfalls on the WWE Intercontinental Champion.
And WWE Intercontinental Champion and out Eddie Guerrero is going to end this with the front flip. Wait a second, Jose Maximo cuts him down.
Right now, both Maximos seem to be setting Eddie up for a top rope maneuver. Could it be the vaunted Spanish Fly we've heard?
It is on!
Right there, Red foiled the attempt of the Spanish Fly himself.
Oh!
Joel Maximo Jose right now left in the middle of the top rope with Eddie Guerrero. This could be a myriad of things. Oh, a blocked Hurricanrana by Jose.
Beautiful Jose thinking. He studied the tapes of Eddie Guerrero. But Eddie Guerrero does a 360.
Blocks the tornado DDT. Red up and away like a superhero.
Unbelievable! Unbelievable move there.
I guess you'd call that the Super Rana. I'm not sure, but speaking second, a super red just flew right over the top rope on the other Maximo, and now Eddie ascends to the top rope once again. Donnie, these people are on their feet. They are on their feet. Eddie Guerrero's going to the top rope. Could it be the frog splash? Oh, Eddie rolls through, but Eddie saw it coming. Jose telegraphed it. Looks like he's setting him up for that glory special. Right down into the splash mountain. 1, 2, 3, that's it! We have a winner! We have a winner! Eddie Guerrero is victorious over the SAT combination of Joe and Jose Maximo with the Splash Mountain combination powerbomb. And look, the boys from the back showing their appreciation for the amazing Red and Eddie Guerrero. For Big 80s Donnie B, I'm the king of old school, Steve Corino. Thank you for joining us here at Ring of Honor. Remember June 22nd, the Ring of Honor title tournament.
character aside, the more person.
by court. Wait a minute. That's only by court. It was a pretty emotional weekend for me, but when I started, I went to wrestle in Pittsburgh yesterday, and now today, God, through all the adversity in my life, I've come to a new relationship in my life with God, whom I choose to call Christ, the way I understand it. My kids, I always have my brothers and sisters and moms. I'm not making a sad story. If anything, it's very happy for me because God shared with me one thing. He was there, you're done in the family. This is what I was feeling in my heart. See, when I step in this ring, I'm happy. I feel happy. When I'm in the dressing room, with the boys back there, you guys are the brothers. You're family. When I'm in here with you guys, this is the family. This is my last family. This is gotta have that. But most important, I can't forget you all. You guys are part of this family. Without you, I'm very grateful to God. One thing I want to appreciate, I started wrestling in July, and that's when my career started. When all this happened, it was like starting over for me. I started wrestling here in Philly when I came into the United States. And by the grace of God, I wrestled to this day. And I'm going to continue to wrestle in Philadelphia. May not be for here, but it may be for WWF or whoever I'm with. But I will always remember, whether you cheer for me, whether you hate me, spit at me, the point is that you're there, you're wrestling fans. Without you guys, Philly is my home team. All the guys, I love you guys were very supportive when I was down in the shit. And everything, when I felt like when I had the poor means, I was feeling sorry for myself, but you guys were there. If anything, I'm grateful to God that I have another opportunity in life, another opportunity in this ring where I love to work, and another opportunity to entertain each and every one of you, which is damn well worth it. Thank you, God. From the bottom of my heart, I want to thank Ralph Feinstein. When I got fired, you were the first one to call me. You called different bookers. You helped me get booked. I am eternally grateful that you people have a good promoter in this family. Living day. They care a lot about this business and how you think it's definitely.
Man, wasn't that great that everybody went out there and showed their respect for Eddie Guerrero?
I think that's fantastic.
That's classy, man.
What was this? I don't think everyone was up there to see Eddie.
You're my only friend, pizza.
Hey, how come you weren't up there paying respect to Eddie? Hello? Damn it, pay some damn attention.
You think you're too good to show respect to Eddie Guerrero?
Look, pal, people don't pay to see Eddie Guerrero. People pay to see Spanky. Did you not hear him up there?
Oh, what is this? You two girls done marking out for Eddie Guerrero now? You finished? Marking out? Yeah, that's right. Oh!
What? Now I got hit with Loki.
Wait, you want to do something about it?
Nuts to you guys, huh?
See what I'm talking about?
I see.
If I still had hair, this place would make it go gray. Ring of Honor.
Jesus Christ, Joe.